All the technical issues aside, that was hell. Jesus.
I will tweet we're going live.
Sweet.
Twitch.tv/runagame.
Oh, quit it.
I'm trying to figure out what Rose's actual title would have been in the Bedford Navy, because she wasn't in command of a bunch of ships. She was in charge of 1 to 3 to 5 ships at a time.
Oh, okay. Squadron commander. You could technically say, because a squadron's made up of a few ships.
Okay.
Not a fleet, but a squadron, because they sometimes give those terms. That's what I know it as, at least, if that helps.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if they would even be familiar with certain squadrons back.
Coco says if you need to go ahead, please do. My shit's... I don't really want to start without her, but... How much longer are you gonna be?
DMs, you have the music set to loop or no?
I just realized that I'm like, why did it stop?
Yeah.
I accidentally deleted it.
Oh no! Yeah, they'd be familiar with the squadrons, because they use that in the airships.
Resetting my password. Let me try going to Discord for now. All right, don't panic. I'm going to step away real quick. Oh, good morning. I'm going to be ready to go in just a second. Let me step away. I'll be right back.
Yep, not docs file. Oh, wait, that's what.
I grabbed something to drink. Remember to be hydrated, kids.
Yay!
Yes, I have a bottle of cider right next to me.
I see she's in Discord, but I see she's muted.
She's a mutant.
Oh, she's typing. Muted. Aren't we all mutants of our parents?
Don't get scientific on me. It's too early for that shit.
Oh. Oh no. Can you try plugging in a headset or something? I actually don't know if the microphone on that laptop works. Mm-mm. I'm sorry.
I think this should suffice.
Okay. Okay.
I was just trying to do research on what her actual background was, and I had to pull up all this cred because I forgot about.
It's all
List
good.
of military ranking terms .wiki.
Yeah. How'd you know? Comes up with stuff like petty officer first class. I don't know what that.
Officer,
yeah.
ranking marshal, first law sheriff, Mr. Lawyer.
Yeah.
Third.
Get into the really deep.
Esquire.
That's why.
Tom Cruise.
No, Tom Cruise doesn't need a title, just Tom Cruise.
Yeah. Yeah. The line where Deadpool was forced to look like Tom Cruise is a curse, and
Real.
this was actually canon.
Wow.
Wow.
Deadpool's seen some shit.
Oh, they love making fun of anything that is culturally appropriate at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I bet it was incredibly enjoyable.
Oh no, Tech Man, we need your help.
I am on the way. Alright. I'm gonna use my phone for this so I can actually not interrupt the stream. Discord, away! What do we got?
She's having trouble getting both audio and input and output to work at the same time.
I have no clue the state of the old laptop.
Alright,
It might. My laptop that won't. The old laptop has 2 ports. This one has 1.
alright, she's gonna use her tablet for Discord.
Yep.
Yeah, it's perfectly understandable and fine to have Discord on one device and Roll20 on the other.
Yeah, honestly, if I could do...
Oh, hello.
Hi. I'm sorry.
Yo, what up?
I gotta wanna.
We are live.
Lovely. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Before we hop into this, I would love to ask you to hop into Roll20 if you can and see if you can hear music.
Oh Lord. That's gonna
Watch,
take me a
she hops in. You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
second. Oh God.
Do you know the way?
Oh god.
If that's playing, I will leave.
You
I
missed
was
that
just
one already.
Playing it.
Do you know? Do it? No, do it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
2 seconds here. You have been logged into. Bull crap. Sorry, I gotta do a quick password change because apparently the one I knew was not right.
Good morning, Vietnam.
Still a good movie.
I've never seen it. I don't know what it's from.
Are you serious?
No. What? I can't quote things I don't know.
No, I was just really surprised that you actually don't. Do you actually not know what that's from?
No,
I
he was being sarcastic.
No, I don't know what it's from.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah. It's from a movie called Good Morning Vietnam. It's an old Robin Williams movie. It was one of the ones that he did that was a lot more serious. It's a Vietnam.
Oh, I don't really watch those. Oh.
It's actually really good. It's about he's a radio broadcaster in Vietnam during the war.
I heard it from a Vine and looked it up this morning and found a 6-second Robin Williams going, "Good morning, Vietnam."
Yeah, that was from that movie. The movie is really called Good Morning Vietnam.
Yep.
Well, how about them apples?
Yeah, it's a really good movie because a lot of the movie is about him going out of his way to try and help some of these native Vietnamese who are suffering because of the war. And I'm not going to say exactly what happens because, oh my god, I really do want you to see this movie.
Between that one and Patch Adams.
That one I have not seen. You have to tell me what that one is about later. But,
Absolutely, it would be my honor.
But yeah, it was one of the few really serious. It was one of the few really serious roles that Robin Williams did, and it was good because it's like you get to see like a full moral. You get to see various moral turnarounds in it.
Yeah, you do. You really do.
From better to worse, from worse to better, you get to see changing their minds and turning around and like coming to the light, but you also get to see they're
How about that apple?
wondering who's on whose side.
I see what whoever did there. Who drew that?
But yeah, it's a very good movie. I saw bits and pieces of it while my father was watching it to me, and I said, despite the fact that I've never seen it again, which is saddening, but it's a very
Put it on my list.
Yeah.
Coco, are you in? I see you're in game.
Oui, monsieur, I am in game.
Oh, you're very quiet for me.
I need to
boost you up.
bump
Yeah,
her
for me
volume
too.
up.
Well, dang. Sorry.
Can you hear music?
Oh. My computer's volume's turned off. That would help, wouldn't it?
watch. Right as we turn her up, she's gonna explode all of our earbuds.
Well, actually, she's already maxed for me, and she's still quiet.
Big Chungus.
Sorry, I actually don't know how loud I am. The benefits of using a headset mic. Uh-huh.
I've seen the Chungus memes. Who drew the original Chungus? Because I feel like I might know who the artist is.
What the fuck's a chungus?
The actual artist is the freaking Looney Tunes guy, Mel.
Ah, that's why.
It's actually
like,
canon from a Bugs Bunny cartoon.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because when I saw it, I was like, wait. This isn't
And
an
now I'm
actual
looking this
episode.
up. Okay, what the hell is a chungus?
Someone found a picture of a momentary picture of Bugs Bunny imitating Elmer Fudd, where Bugs Bunny blew himself up to be large or heavy set, if you will. And everyone's just taken it and named it Big Chungus and tried to make it a meme, and it's apparently become a meme.
Oh,
They
okay.
put the Marvel music behind it.
as any meme does, apparently.
Yep. Yep.
So can we hear music? Or...
Yes.
I know, I got it.
Coolio, I'm ready to go. I've been itchy trigger finger this morning. Excuse me?
Your enthusiasm knows no bounds.
It doesn't. Okay, I'm ready to start, unless anyone has any objections.
Well, I finally have Glossen's freaking character sheet, so I'm good to go.
Wonderful. Apple.
By the way, can I ask, does anybody else have access to orcpub.com, or is it just me who's locked out?
No.
No, it's down.
Alright.
I tried.
I'm gonna have to make an announcement in the server later.
All right,
It's a good
streamer
thing I found
man,
my
let's get rolling for the day.
All right. After so many technical difficulties, we apologize profusely, but computers do their own shit. Welcome back to Diet D&D. It's been quite some time before our words.
Yes.
Been a long day without you, my friend.
It's been quite some time since our last event. We had Magfest in between, which was loads of fun. Hopefully, some of you guys who are viewing us got our cards and met the dice wizards there.
Cranberries!
Ah, yes, Grand Elder. Please, reel it in a bit.
No
I
cranberries.
like cranberries. Hello, little kiddies! Anyway.
Yes, back into character. We have with us today a full house. We've got the great and merciful DM, Artificial Imagination, with us.
Hello.
We've got Kaede Katsuragi,
Yo.
Lady Coco.
Howdy.
That was delayed. I almost had a heart attack. You're like, did she leave again?
No, here.
Lady Naora and the General.
Hello.
Did I miss anybody?
Alrighty. No, that's everybody today.
Then, by all means, Artificial, take it away.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z,
Screaming.
you all found yourself in a... Give me just a sec. Please, zoom in on your characters. If you will recall, Naora has taken kind of a leadership stance, being the most unfazed by this flesh and blood manifesto. A few checking of a few rooms, and Naora has found a room with an impromptu pond and some form of possibly mutant frog, as everyone is cramped up here in the hallway. We're not an initiative, so please, as you'd like.
Hold on. Before we get started, we were going back the other way because I thought we hit a dead end here. Because I thought we talked about it and we didn't want to deal with anything in this room. I can't remember from the last time.
But I can clearly see a door here and here.
And yonder. Back the other direction, there was a room with discarded animal skins with two other options of doorways. One of the doorways had the same goat plaque, and another door that was unplaqued.
Oh, okay. So I move aside to let everybody into the room slowly. And I tell everybody to mind their stuff, and everybody knows about the weird frog in the water.
There is a frog, just a little bit larger than, say, a large bullfrog, that is just kind of happily floating in this makeshift pond. The floor in this chamber looks like it's sunken in and just water is collected. It can't be more than a foot deep at its deepest. Water drips in this chamber from all over. If you look up, the ceiling has some form of pores that is slowly leaking drips of water that seems to be collecting into this pond. Several bloodstains paint the room in various places, and discards of neatly trimmed and broken off bits of wood. Stonewall, Milena will step aside and let you go first if you so choose.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Mm.
She's been pretty much bringing up the rear, so don't mind her.
Okay, that's fine.
I slowly make away, pardon Willow. And I check on this door. Not go through.
Mm-hmm. Just from where you're standing, you can see it has a plaque on it. As you get closer, this scabbed over door has a plaque that reads pigs.
Ooh, pork. Open it.
Something tells
open,
me that it's... Sorry.
I open, but I don't go through. I just peek to see what's in.
All right, you peek and you instantly hear, breaking the seal of the door, sounds of pigs and the like, whines and squeals. And it doesn't sound entirely normal. Some of them sound muffled, some of them sound garbled, but recognized, if anything, as pig adjacent. You peek in enough to see the hint of some sort of shuffled movement off to the side from, we'll say, your elven hearing. You can tell there's multiple things in this room, and
what do you hear with your elven ears?
They're not moving quickly, but they're certainly being loud.
I relate it to the group, and I try to go and peek through the other door just to see what's...
Sounds like a big bag of nope.
Yeah.
It does.
Exactly.
As you step around the pond, you see the frog twitch its hind legs and kind of swim just a little bit in your direction, but not really like after you or anything. You get to this doorway, and there's no plaque and no sign of telling what's on the other side. I need everyone in here to take me 5 points of starvation damage, save you convince me otherwise.
Dang it. Okay, I gotta remember my HP from last time. How many rooms have we been in, and how much damage have we taken so far?
You have been in, I think you used a health potion, though. You've only been in 1, 2, 3, 4 rooms. This is your 4th room.
Okay, 4th room, and I've used 1 health potion. What does that leave me at? I would normally be at 65. I'm taking 5 each time.
I think you actually rolled for your health potion, so I'm not sure. I imagine you're
back up to what? Cut off.
I imagine you are full. You were topped off.
So now I take 5 again.
Correct. Unless you tell me or try to convince me otherwise.
Well, I don't want to waste those health potions, so I'll take the damage since I'm at full. I'm okay.
As I panically look through my notes, realizing I don't have my gimmick notes for this dungeon, surprisingly, but I know it. That concerns me greatly.
I take it if we have health potions or that stuff we can use unsparingly, right?
You had the chance to stock up before you left, so absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, because Stonewall would have had some on him, but I'll take the points. It's not too bad.
The raven is nestled nicely on your shoulder, Glosson.
Pat, pat.
All right.
It is hunkered down like a fat bird.
All of you kind of clench your stomachs in this starving pain as you just feel this groan of just like your stomach wanting to eat itself. Just kind of envelops.
That's a sound effect that makes me uncomfortable.
It's not static in here. There are noise. Please continue.
I slowly open the door and peek in because I don't think you told me what was behind the door.
You don't see. I mean, you can't tell. There's no window or anything. You crack this door off of its crusty hinged fixation and peek through, and you're met with a small, a short hallway that leads to another scabbed over.
I call back. I think there's another hallway in here.
Either everyone is sleepy or everyone is petrified this morning.
Petrified.
Is hearing that, Stonewall would say, well, since probably we didn't want to go through the other door, Stonewall would just pick up, well, I'm going that way.
Glosson's gonna wait and turn back to Milena, just like,
Milena kind of seems a little bit indifferent. She kind of shrugged. She kind of leans in a little bit to you as you two kind of have a half a second together. She says, I kind of want to get into a fight, but I don't know quite what we're going to run into here, so I'm going to hold off. You can tell she's not 100% grossed out, but it's getting to her.
that sounds like a good idea. Glosson's thoroughly, at least, weary. At least.
Elena will attempt to hurry over, but and see the frog and just sitting there and ponder it for a moment. It just happily floats there.
I go through the doorway into the hallway. Peek in the next door.
All right, 1 second. Glosson, you hear some form of high-pitched, like a squeal.
Don't hurt the frog!
Like you hear, it sounds like someone's playing too high of a music note on like a violin, on like a stringed instrument, and it's incorrectly wrong note. Just this harsh tune to the ears for like about a solid second. As you spin around, you see Milena up on one foot, her arms up near her face in a panicked look. She's just wide-eyed at this frog. And she just kind of shakily points, "Did you fucking hear that?"
Glosson, having elven hearing, does that whole rubbing a finger in his ear kind of deal, and yeah.
She double takes between the frog and you and quickly decides to join up with the group.
Happy froggy.
Naora, peeking through this door, you can see a chamber beyond. That opens up. You can see, again, more discarded wood. You can see hints of maybe fur or something on your left-hand side, and you think it's a larger chamber, about like the one you came from, without peeking too farther in.
All right, I relay this to everybody. And just wait for everybody to gather to see.
I believe everyone's gathered.
Yeah.
Everyone
All
walks
right,
to
I
the stuff.
slowly walk into the room.
Okay.
Yeah, Stonewall will fall behind.
Everyone's walking through with bated breath. This would be such the suspenseful music right now in the movie. Walking into the chamber, you can see, again, it's very brightly lit. The ceiling tiles seem to be mimicking sunlight magically somehow. You see a couple of choices of doorways. Off to your left-hand side, the chamber holds several tables of what looked like used to be food at one point. That is certainly molded and rotted over since then. The wall immediately to your left, Naora, seems to be covered in various splotchy patches of fur, it seems like, even partially on the floor. At the corner of the room across, you can see another overflowing, looks like mail tube in the wall that has papers flowing over into the ground.
Alright, can I actually get anything if I use detect magic in here? But do I actually get anything just out of...
I don't need... you will detect magic from the ceiling, obviously, and it seems like this dungeon is partially comprised with magic, but you can't focus in on anything specific in this room. You have reason to believe there's nothing specific in this room that is magical, save for, the obvious.
Alright, so there's clearly 3 doors here.
Correct. And with that, I will have to ask you guys again to take 5 more points of damage from starvation.
Well, needless to say, I don't like any of this.
Again, you guys double over for about half a second and hold your stomachs. Glosson, behind you, Elena will pull some form of herb or something out of her pouch and just start to chew on it, kind of like a placebo effect. You passed out rations before, and that did seem to help, but Milena seems to take comfort in the idea that it may help.
Cough.
If anyone wants to roll perception in this room, they certainly can. If you guys are just
I wanted to roll perception.
Go for it.
Yeah, I want to roll. Okay, cool. Because I was going to roll perception.
I know
I got
why
18.
Daniel's being quiet. I don't know why anyone else is being quiet.
Yeah, I'm being quiet because I'm trying to keep my lunch down.
I'm quiet because I'm just a crow. Raven. I'm a raven.
I got an 18. I got 18.
Yeah, I got 17.
Okay. Stonewall and Naora, you heavily ponder this fur that is on the wall to your left. And it seems to be all the proper texture of actual hair. And it's just growing out of this fleshy wall and floor. This entire dungeon is essentially alive, it seems like, or some form of it. You can remember before the mail tube had a whole bunch of letters from the other kings, so that's worth investigating if you should choose so.
Yeah, can we walk up to those letters that are just kind of floating there and...
Oh, absolutely. They're spilling out of the little mail tube. If you want to go start to decipher what you can.
Yeah, I'm going to
I go over and try to decipher.
Yeah.
You start sifting through them, and in this room, you begin to see some generics. There is a reference from Danzig, the King of Medicine. You see several letters or notes from them in a script, kind of an off version of Common. It's it's not legible at first, but as you read, you pick up on the context, and you see several of them almost in succession. There's no dates, so you cannot quite tell how far apart these may be, but you see a lot of ones from Danzig, the King of Medicine, that says, basically asking, "We haven't heard from you, Rebus, calling back for your monthly checkup. Haven't heard from you, calling back for your monthly checkup. Haven't heard from you, just checking in for your monthly checkup. We haven't heard from you. This is just a friendly reminder." And you see it begin to just drift off, and they seem to get less formal. And the last one you can freely just look through and sift without really, trying to put all these pieces of paper together, seems to end with Danzig, just a blank piece of paper that just says, "Hello." Stonewall, you sift through and you find one that's signed by Talil, the king of culinary, the king of food. That references food and meat deliveries. It seems to be like tracking and trading numbers. Like you can tell there's meats that's being delivered or being traded for goods. You see a few, they look like order forms.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And based with the food tables in here, you believe this would be some form of working room. You see a few other from Talil, fresher on top of the pile, seem to begin to complain about a lack of trade, and one heavily referencing rotting meat. And again, about among the freshest on the pile, Talil references just, "I haven't heard from you in a while. Are you still there?" It seems like Rebus probably just went dark after some time.
Yeah. Okay. I guess we can share this information between the both of us of what we're looking at.
Yeah, I share what I.
Yeah, I would share what I found as well.
Meanwhile, in the hallway, Glosson, Willow's having a hard time.
Sorry. Just...
I mean, Glosson will follow behind you and kind of rest a hand on your shoulder and look at you like, "You doing okay?"
Without saying anything, you can tell she looks a little green.
Oh. Pat of the bird.
Just a completely just cut off an interruption of, "Oh, that's hair," from Milena behind you.
And I throw up.
No.
Do you actually want to throw up?
Well, I don't... No one ever wants to.
Sure. Is Willow going to vomit?
Yes.
Okay, I need you to roll me a Constitution roll.
About to say, you're gonna have to roll to save that.
Why would you want to save your own vomit?
19. Very good. Since it was your... If you choose to vomit for the sake of it, you can without complication. Should you choose to stay it down, you can stay it.
I'll stay it down. I was trying to do it just for the humor, but since I rolled so well, damn.
Glosson will see you heave a little bit and keep it down, and he'll give you that motherly, that like maternal pat on the back. Just, "It's okay."
I assume Stonewall and Naora, you brief these guys on.
Yeah, I explain everything in from the letters to everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, someone explain what he found and, inform everyone.
So the other kings kept in contact, but they eventually lost him.
Yeah, someone saying that, yeah,
There was a. Alright, sorry,
it
go
appears
ahead.
so. Yeah, someone was saying here in Gloucester say they would think, yeah, well, it appears so, judging by all this correspondence here on these food orders, he said, kind of pointing to the pile of papers or holding up their order.
It's like an overfull mailbox.
Yeah, it's very strange indeed, he would add.
Well, as cruel as this may sound, Glosson kind of crosses his arms and looks about in a well, obviously weary fashion. If we're lucky, maybe that means he's gone and not still here.
I swear to God, I didn't plan this. Best segue in the world.
Oh boy, what have I done?
What have you done?
That is a great segue. I promise I didn't plan that.
Question mark?
Good enough time to interrupt you for ironic reasons, as you can hear down the hallway. Heavy stomping of quick footfalls of something chamber from this direction. Everyone immediately has the primal urge to get away from the door. As the scabbed door almost snaps off the hinges, smashes back open, like when you kick a door in and it smashes back on a figure that nearly fills the doorway, that is literally about the same texturous scab that the doors are, seems to burst into the room wildly like an animal searching for prey.
Oh, holy hell.
Oh my god.
This figure looks like some sort of demented version of a tiefling. Everyone roll initiative.
Ah, frick.
Oh, man.
You son of a beat! That was the glorious segue.
Let the insanity begin.
The crow can't fight, so I'm not
I
rolling.
get. I have 8.
8, okay.
16.
5.
Stonewall. Okay, wonderful. All right. This figure bursts into the room, hands on the wall, large claws. It stands tall, rears itself up. You can see it dripping with drool and blood in various fashions. This thing looks like just like a living scab. It seems to look around wildly before it focuses in on almost everyone at the same time. Melena's immediate response, seeing just something large here, she just kind of second-handedly just tells everyone spread out as she kind of backs towards the wall a bit. She'll take her stance and turn on her electric mace as the electricity begins to crackle. She's actually up first, and there's that moment of hesitation, and she just kind of second-handedly just, can I hit it? Just kind of half asking before she just charges in. Does anyone respond?
She can try.
So,
They are always.
yeah, have at it.
Just do it. Bloody do it.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, this thing wants a fight. We'll give it a fight. Go for it.
All right, I assume everyone draws their weapon by second name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, immediately when this thing came out. Yeah.
Okay, I know Stonewall draws a sword. What does everyone else like? How do you prepare yourself? Do you like what form of drawing a weapon do the other guys do here?
Glosson pulls out his frost-branded short sword and uses his other arm to shield himself with that shield he still has.
Okay, so you do actually have physical weapons. Good. Neora, Willow, what do you guys brandish?
My dagger.
Okay.
My crossbow.
Okay, so you all have physical weapons you pull out. This figure seems to react as you all kind of instinctively pull actual weapons. And it kind of rears back for a second, hunkers down on its front legs with a mighty stomp on the ground, and just screeches, spraying spittle everywhere. Milena wastes no time and charges forth with her electric mace right into this thing's face. A good side swipe to clock it right upside the its right side as best as she can.
Milena smashes into battle.
Oh my god.
Oh, I wish I had that soundbite now, because she makes contact and she's right-handed, but she does a left-handed, or should I say a right-handed swing. She's coming from the left, swiping to the right.
A backhand.
Yes, very good, thank you. And it makes contact with this figure's face, and at the moment of contact, there's almost like a semi-shot vertically. You can see the semi-displacement of air as this entire figure goes rocketing and smashes into the splintering bits of wood with a solid thud, a thunderous crash.
Oh my god, that's an anime smack.
Yeah.
Trickle of electricity courses over the figure as they roll bludgeoning and electric damage. Oh yeah, she's got an OP weapon, faux show. Oh yeah, that is quite a bit. This figure shakily gets up and screeches again. It seems to gather its options. You almost see this thing study the room for a second and take the head focusing on doorways before it decides to make its move. It's actually not its turn. Stonewall, you are next.
All right.
With everything in context and the fact that this thing tiefling, it would be hard to assume this might be Reba's self.
Or apparently picked a fight, so yeah, Stone's just gonna go at it with his sword.
Okay.
You know,
Go for it.
basically brandishing his sword and charges at it. Oh,
Oop, I got you.
charges at it.
Hey, do me your attack roll.
All right. That is a 13.
A 13 will not make it.
Okay.
So you give a good hack at this thing. You make contact, kind of just like bits and pieces. From your slice, it feels like trying to gnaw bark off of a tree. A very rough texture.
Okay.
The creature seems to screech in some form of pain or reaction as it seems to rear back up for a swipe at you. Neora, please.
I pull out my crossbow and I attack with my crossbow.
Go for it. Roll me your attack.
16.
Perfect. That'll make a hit.
It's 1d8 plus 3 piercing damage.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
That's 8.
Wonderful. Okay, so you strike this thing right about the torso where a heart would be, and it kind of recoils for a second. You stop that mid-swipe, and the head snaps to the side and takes attention to you. Willow.
All right, I want to, with the newly acquired chain I have.
You don't have it yet.
Oh, I don't?
That takes place after this.
Oh, dang.
Oh, that's presuming that we all survive.
It's a good gift to look forward to.
Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, that's right.
Because remember, we did that RP after we already started this dungeon.
Ah, that's true.
That's true.
I don't want to metagame, so
No,
that's why I'm saying, yeah.
That's fair.
Well, that means I have to get up close and personal to the damn thing.
Yeah, sorry.
That's
Don't
fine.
you still have the Inebrius Rod? Oh, you still have Bartleby's Wand and the Inebrius Rod.
I still have both, really.
So you still have ranged weapons.
I've got really weird weapons. But I want to see what this dagger can do, if it can do anything to this tiefling thingy.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to try and get up close and personal and take a slash at it.
Okay, you have to climb over some awkward wood pile rushing up to this thing, but I will need you to roll me an attack. So close. 14 will not do it. We'll say, since you're literally trying to climb over rough terrain, you lose footing for about half a second and just swipe.
Alrighty.
Right. Well, good news is, Willow, you didn't actually hit. Rebus's eyes were set on Naor Lane, but Stonewall is the most closest. So Stonewall, you're gonna get the brunt here.
Okay.
Okay, so that failed for a swipe. Stonewall, I need you to contest a grapple.
Okay.
I need you to roll a Dex saving throw with disadvantage, please.
Okay.
So please just roll me 2d20 and take the lower of the two.
First one's is 15.
Okay.
So probably taking that 8.
Oh, you got it. Okay, 8. So you see Rebus attempt to swipe at you, and you manage to just narrowly dodge out of this thing's swipe. But it comes back with the other hand and seizes you around the waist. It lifts you right up out of the rubble pile. You begin to try and free yourself. I need to roll a strength.
That makes me nervous.
All right. Stonewall, you feel yourself being moved through physical space as Rebus seems to haul you into the air, and you find yourself colliding with the wall on the far side.
Ooh. That's not fun.
Take 10 points of bludgeoning damage as you kind of clatter to the floor.
Okay. Okay.
At this, Rebus will take its movement and, being already hurt, will again howl some sort of pained screech, rush past Milena, nearly knocking her down with tail, and bursting again, about knocking the door off its hinges into an opposing room. The door seems to almost slowly snap back and merge back into place. And everything seems to go quiet as you hear the sounds of thundering footsteps disappear.
Are we out of initiative?
You are.
Glosson will run to Stonewall. Are you alright? Ah!
Yeah. Yeah, Stonewall hearing that would just be like, kind of dazed and just collect his sense of being like, be first like, yeah, no, I'm okay. So playing Nox like this during the war, kind of got used to it, but he said, but then his more concern would be, all right, what the hell was that? Can someone please explain to me what the hell was that we just faced?
Stonewall, I think that I mean I could just be pulling it out of my arse here, but I think that was Rebus.
I wouldn't hold it against you to think if it was him, but we might have to deal with him again. I am not of the opinion of sitting around and waiting.
Well, that creature threw you like a piece of parchment. I don't think sitting around would be wise either.
Yeah, we shouldn't take anything lightly in this place.
I'm down to bust some scabs, Milena says happily.
Well, we know you are. Your weapon would take down any sort of creature, wouldn't it? He doesn't say it in
Damn
malice,
right.
he says it as a matter of fact.
She agrees. Damn right.
Yeah, sure. This makes Glosson smile a little.
What is the? I'll ask you to pitch this to everyone else too, because I'm not the best. What question about your character sheet? Excuse me.
So it took me a real long time to figure out that how OrcPub does it is they'll give you any extra advantages or bonuses on a different page. I figured that out when I found out Ellie has an advantage when she uses her archery because that's something she's proficient in. And so there's this thing that says Draconic Resilience, +1 HP per level, unarmored AC 13 plus Dex modifier. I don't know what any of that means.
Slow down, one at a time.
Draconic Resilience,
Mhm.
+1 HP per level,
Okay,
unarmored AC 13 plus Dex modifier.
So you get you get one additional health point per level.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd add 1 HP, and your unarmored AC, your unarmored class, your natural team plus your Dex modifier. Then you would up that based on any shields or armor you would add for that. So what's your Dex modifier right now? Like +2?
Hold on, Dex. I wish I could figure out where the fuck I'm. Oh, +4.
13, 14, 15, 16. So your natural AC 7.
Do I change the number that's on there then, so I know what it's supposed to be?
If you have Draconic Resilience, absolutely. That would be your canon AC.
Oh, it's been at 15 this whole time.
I want to say something though, because I know about this with the sorcerers, because I did research on the sorcerers.
Oh, please,
Sorcerer-
correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, no, it's because I know where that Draconic Resilience comes from. That's why I wanted to clarify. That is only if you have the Draconic background as your energy source, because
Bloodlines,
sorcerers, yeah, the Draconic bloodline. So if your backstory has your sorcerer's bloodline stemming from somewhere else, that is void.
yes. Specific to Glosson.
Just say I
Yeah.
set him up with a Draconic back bloodline.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Thank
know
you.
that's the default in OrcPub. I just wanted to make sure that you wanted that for your backstory.
Yeah, no, I could see that working, but it would have to be probably some form of ancientness.
Now, I know it's only 9 o'clock, but does anyone need a break?
I could use a nap.
Well,
Me over here meekly raises my hand, the one who was late.
do you guys want to take a quick 5 minutes?
I would like one, but if nobody else needs one, then I can wait.
I need a vote, guys. I mean, this is kind of collaborative here.
I don't really need it because I'm not playing, but so I don't get a vote.
And of course, my microphone died. I was gonna say, if it's okay if we take a break, can we stay live? Because I don't want to risk not being able to go live again.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll take a quick 5 minute.
Yeah.
That's fine. Either
Yeah.
way, it's fine. All good.
Darling, congratulations. You are finally getting to me. The damn hair on the wall made me think of, like, I don't know, but it made me gag. So it's like,
Oh boy.
It made me think of something completely different.
Somebody snaked their drain and decided to display the results.
I'll play some more fitting music for the break.
No, I was thinking Majin
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay, quick 5 minutes.
yep,
Be right
shower
back.
that made me
If
gag.
Neuro was here, Neuro would have already been going into some long-winded story about how this reminds him of home.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Back in the demon world, Neuro, you sound like my grandfather. Stop! Could you imagine if he had kids? His kids would constantly be doing that. Dad, no. You're doing the dad thing. It's like back in my day, but you're saying back in my world. That's not any better.
Enough with the stories.
Yeah, sorry I had to chime in with the whole, you guys don't have those yet. I just wanted to keep it canon because we started this dungeon before we did the Christmas RP.
No, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So it's like, it seems a little bit metagamey for you guys to suddenly have them.
For some reason, I assumed it would be after this campaign. For some reason, I just kind of assumed that.
No, I did too. Who hasn't gotten their gift yet, by the way? Because I know that D-Rez has, and I know that that the General has, and Coco has. I think Naora does not have hers yet.
Yeah, I don't think Naora has hers yet. I haven't, you know.
No, that's the actual holiday gifts. Here it is, Edgar's Kringlemas gifts. Glosson has theirs because we had an entire RP around that.
Nice. Nice.
It was a really sweet personal gift, so. Stonewall got the new one. Yeah, the new cutlass. Naora still needs to get hers. Willow got the chain. Argon got the special polish. Sieg hasn't gotten his. Amans has not gotten theirs, and we need to continue that RP, Coco, because he has something for Gwendella.
Oh yeah.
I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
I ran all of these by Artificial, by the way, to make sure they weren't too OP.
Yeah.
I can't wait to give out the friggin' stuff to all of the I can't wait to give folks the gifts in the Farseers Guild.
I'm very interested about that. I'm really interested about that.
I take it Daniel's away?
No, I'm still here.
I was sorry, are we waiting on anybody? I think we might be waiting on Coco.
I just got a notification from Twitter that says, join Anthony Mackie, Tom Holland, and 100 million others in following Barack Obama. And all I can think of is Barack Obama walking down a sidewalk, like going for a morning jog or something with his earbuds in, pausing, then taking out his earbuds, turning around, and there's Anthony Mackie, Tom Holland, and 100 million other people following him, and he just turns and goes, guys, seriously, I can't go back to being president. That's not how this works.
Oh my god, I am so disappointed. You were saying that, and I'm like,
hang on, you cut out what?
I had a moment of dissociation where I was playing this out in my head because I kind of figured that is what said the following. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's exactly what I would think of. And then you said he would take his earbuds out and turn around, and you're like, guys, I can't be president. And my first thought was, wait, he's not our president anymore? Oh Lord, that hurt me inside.
When the new president can't president so badly that you forget that the previous president's no longer president.
Oh Lord.
We're all tired.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, you guys. I went to go check on the kittens.
How are cats?
Yeah.
Kittens are fine. For those of you who have been paying attention, or for those of you who care, unfortunately, one of our kittens passed away.
Aww.
The other day. They were the runt of the litter. They were the smallest, and their name was Tyson. Funny story. They were born in a chicken wing box,
Aw.
so we named him Tyson. I buried Tyson yesterday in the backyard, so we've got 3 left, but they're doing well so far.
Oh, that's good. That's good. No.
Yeah. Oh, I'm back, by the way.
Okay. Are we waiting on anybody else?
No, I think we're all good.
Yeah, I think we're all good.
Naora might be back.
Nope, waiting on Naora still.
Yeah.
Good. That gives me time to put some whiteout on my character sheet because I wrote on it in pen.
I too like to live dangerously.
Pretty much.
Say Naor's clocked out before and not come back, so I don't know how long we want to wait.
Oh, wait. She said in the chat, hey, I will be right back. My mom needs me to do something real quick, so she might not be back for a few minutes.
Right, that's why I asked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to put her on autopilot for now.
I can. Someone else will have to be the temporary leader, but yeah.
I nominate Glosson.
Caw!
I nominate the Raven.
Confused.
It would be a better leader, I think, but...
Well then, I mean, I'm ready to hop back in here.
All praise Bird Jesus.
And this was the day that the cult of the Raven began.
Oh my god.
Maybe like that episode of SpongeBob, we just turned to the Raven for guidance.
Hey, that's actually not a bad idea.
Alrighty. So, monster just left room. Everyone, ow.
Well, I mean, Stonewall, ow.
Alarmed.
Yeah.
Glosson's still in mom mode. Is everyone else alright?
Milena will go over and help Willow out of the wood pile if she needs it.
I will gladly accept the assistance.
She'll pull your... She'll give you a hand and pull your foot out of like a lodge section or something.
Thank you.
Yeah. I guess Stonewall looking at the way the creature went, you know, kind of turning to Glosson since he's right next to Glosson, says, I don't suppose we should follow it.
Glosson gives that look of, I don't know? Would that be even wise? I mean...
Milena
Perhaps.
chimes up and says that it might know where it's going if it lives here. But I don't know if that's a good thing.
Because Stonewall, I guess, from Stonewall's view, he can see that other door at the kind of the end of the room, right? Like
Yeah,
the
Stonewall,
one.
absolutely. You can see the one over here behind Willow. Stonewall, you are close enough. You can see the door that we think Revis ran through. Actually has a plaque on it.
Okay, Stonewall would immediately go up and just kind of try to decipher whatever plaque was on it.
The plaque reads horses.
That's unsettling.
Okay, am I allowed to peek through probably what's no longer a door but a large...
No, it's a door. It seems to have fixed itself, whatever damage was taken.
Oh,
There's
yeah, okay.
actually there's still a clear handle on it.
Okay, can Stonewall peek through the door?
Yeah, if you want to crack it open and take a peek, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I do. He'll crack it open and take a peek into, like, the door.
So you gently open this door and take a peek in, half expecting to see the monster on the other side, but you do not. You see another large chamber opening. You see hints of hay and dried grass on the floor. You crack the door open just enough. You can start to hear, again, not horse sounds, but horse-adjacent sounds. Muffled, gurgled, strained, not natural. Along the likes. And you see some form of large creature, not quite as large as the figure you just faced, but some largish creature almost immediately inside the door, maybe about 5 feet away. You can't tell what direction it's facing, and you kind of almost instinctively want to shut the movement.
Yeah. So once he's that, like, okay, he moves back and closes the door behind him. And he would obviously, repeat to the group what he assumes he saw, like what he can say. He tells them what's on the plaque and what he can only assume are some thing that's supposed to be horse, but it's not. Horses, they're not. Then kind of turning to the group, says, "Does anyone want to try any of the other doors before we might go through this one?"
That's right. From this doorway, you can see an obvious trail of blood coming from what looks like under the door, like something has either gone in or out, possibly out from the streaking of that room, bleeding. And also, since Melena's over here, she will go over like she's about to open the door, and she will stand here. She's not touching the door, but she'll make a note that she thinks it feels colder over here.
Ye old refrigerator?
Yeah, I was about to say, is that the refrigerator?
She'll look to Glosson and be like, I don't know if you figured this out.
Is that a joke because I use ice magic?
She seems to have meant it like that.
Well, I don't quite know what that's supposed to mean, but alright. He comes over.
Well, you're the wizard.
Sorcerer, but thank you.
Same diff. She folds her arms and kind of steps back like, I don't know what you need to do, like giving you room.
I'm laughing because if Ardwin had been there when she said same diff, oh, he would have thrown down.
Alright, so help me. Can Glosson tell any difference? I just came over here.
Yeah, you feel a noticeable temperature drop. It feels cold by like at least 10 degrees. It seems to be coming from the room beyond. There's no plaque, but it feels noticeably colder.
Huh. He nods. Oh, that's bloody cold.
Mm-hmm.
Can I peek inside, much like everyone else has been doing?
Oh yeah, absolutely, if you want. So putting your hand on the iron handle, it feels cold. You can tell the room beyond. You gently crack it as soon as the door comes loose from its fixated hinge. There's a waft of cold air, like opening a freezer box. And you can see immediately it's going to be a small chamber, but beyond you can see hints of piled up paper, much like there's a mail tube or something that's overflowed in this room. There's everyone else can see the waft of like frozen moisture, cold air, that wispy smoke you get out of a really chilled freezer come kind of sifting out through the door. Glosson, you can see the beginnings of piles of either meat or blood that just seems to be iced over solid. The room seems like it might continue more to the right, but you don't have the door open far enough. But, I mean, the only thing you immediately see, other than what you presume is a freezer box of interest, say if you want to, investigate what's in the freezer, is the overflowing mail tube, like maybe 5 feet in front of you.
Well. Glosson's gonna put the shield in. Oh,
Here,
what?
like you would have seen about this much. I can show you that.
Oh, cool. Feels just like home. Oh.
He's gonna put the shield in front of him and open the door a little more and just kind of peer in.
It seems mostly empty for just piles, and I'll show you about this much, and it seems to maybe get worse as you continue. You try not to look in that direction unless you tell me you want to.
Oh god, I knew he would. Yeah, he would.
The freezer seems to go on larger and longer than you think. There's a point in the freezer where it seems to literally just get gummed up, and you can't tell if it continues or it's blocked.
Oh, sweet. Oh, God.
Everything is well frozen over. Freezer burn galore.
Wilson's gonna lean back and look to the group. Ah, just like home. And he's gonna look back inside.
Melena's gonna comment on that. What kind of home did you go?
He turns. Well, I meant mostly because it was cold, but trust me, love, you don't want to know. And
She just shakes her head. No.
Yeah, still looking at this place saying, yeah, I would assume we probably may not exactly want to know.
Does the door, is it like, okay, I'm trying to think if he stepped into the room to go get the mail.
So far as what you guys have told, seems like the door to this room does not seem to be different than the other ones. The ones with the plaques just have a plaque. The doors have not been really shutting themselves behind you. Like they're not on a real hinge or anything. When Rebus bursted through, it was more of the force of the door slamming on the back and kind of shutting itself.
All right, well,
You think even if it were to close, you...
What? You cut off.
Sorry, you think even if the door were to shut, you can... it's not going to lock itself. You see a handle.
Oh, cool. All right, don't worry about it then, I suppose. He's just gonna step a little bit in front of him and look through the mail. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Bad roll 20. There we go.
You do your best to sift through this quickly. It is, although I'm sure you've got some sort of resistance to cold, it is unpleasantly cold in here. You sift through, and you get more missives and letters from Talil, the king of food. That seems to be a lot of orders and order forms. Then it turns into complaints about improperly kept meats that are spoiling or going rotten. And then it just starts turning into, I haven't heard back from you. Are you there?
Sorry, I'm thoroughly grossed out.
I believe we all are in the same boat.
Yeah.
Well, good to know I'm not the only one. He will set down the most recent parchment that he read and steps back and looks into the room with everyone else, and everything is rather the same. That is definitely some sort of freezer where they kept things prior, and, well, again, the mail's not much different. They were in contact, something about bad meat, and then concerns. He's speaking to all of you, by the way.
Yeah. Melaine is nodding in agreement.
No. Someone would nod, given it's probably the same stuff as what was over in the other pile.
Yeah, he'll close the door behind him. Well, that's enough of that. Where to now?
Everyone kind of instinctively looks over to two other options.
Yeah.
I suggest we follow the beast.
Jean's back.
Yay.
Coolio. We just found a freezer.
Oh, jeez.
So as of right this moment, you guys are kind of debating if you want to go through the door labeled horses to follow Rebus, or go through this other unmarked door with bloodstains coming from it. Stonewall has peeked into the room with horses and think he might have been and kind of shut it. No one's peeked through the other door yet.
I'll peek through the other door.
This is literally like that scene in a horror film where the white person's like, I'm gonna go through the bloody door, and the black guy's like, no.
You're right. All right. Naora,
Peek,
I will...
but not go through.
Understood. I will need to know how far you open this door.
Arm's length, just enough to open the door. Just slightly.
Okay, I will give you the option. Do you want the door to hinge on this side?
So you cut off just a little bit at the end there. Well,
Do you want the door to be hinged on this side? On this side?
this side right over.
Okay. So as you begin to peek in, you're immediately met with a wall along this left side, and it has thorough splatterings of blood and blood caked into it. This room is messy. You peek in and you can see maybe about 10 or so feet down the wall, but it's just a wall. This door does not open from a primal spot to really look into the room unless you want to open it more. So you really only see like this.
Okay, so I relate to everyone that I can't see very much, but it seems very messed up and bloody. Do I hear anything?
Oh, I'm sorry. Nair, as you creak this door open, you can hear sounds further in the room. It feels like it's a large chamber. You hear disgruntled and heavy breathing, muffled noises, quickened breathings, just grunts and all sorts of just nasty sounding audio.
Okay, so I slowly close the door and I immediately tell everybody what I see and hear. I say I hear very loud grunts and noises coming from this door, but I cannot see very much except for a very bloody wall.
Someone kind of taking it all in, kind of turns to Naora and says, well, Miss Naora, it appears that since this is where that thing came from, that creature, whatever we just faced, came from there, I take it may not be too pleasant, but granted, any which way we go in here is not going to be very pleasant, so...
Yeah, no, blood seems to be the normal. Elena just kind of chimes up.
Yeah. So she'll turn around to everybody. Naora will be like, considering that our choices are a room full of what seem to be horses, or a deep freezer, or a bloody room with weird grunts and noises.
Glosson, you believe the freezer's a dead end?
Yeah. I think our option is to go through this door, no matter how bad it is.
Which one? Horse room?
No, the one that I'm standing in front of.
Milena feels a little bit of tension, holds her arms up. If you guys want to vote, I'm not voting. I'm here for backup.
Cop out.
You say cop out to her like she's wimping out?
Yes.
She sneers at you for a second, but she stands.
Okay, so
Yeah, so I guess Stonewall Train is saying, well, your guess is as good as mine. We can fall through that doorway, and if we have to come back this way, we come back this way. You know,
Exactly.
rather not tango with that thing again. You know.
Before we go, does anybody need any healing? Because I can heal.
Tolbin?
No.
Thankfully not.
No, Naor is competent.
Most likely, if Naor offered, Stonewall would, accept it because he just got flung into a freaking wall.
Yeah,
I think a full party heal would be a good idea.
Yeah, if Naor wants to use a healing spell, she'll top you guys all off.
Yeah, so everybody is good to go.
Yeah, I'll bring Melina back up too. Everyone's
Thanks,
back
Auntie
at full.
Naora. Everybody's back to full health.
Yeah. Stonewall's willing to accept help. Anyway.
Yeah, you guys take like 5 minutes or so, and everyone gets back up to top.
Who'd we lose?
Oh, she died. Oh no, she sacrificed herself. No.
No, don't do that.
Who died?
Okay, so before she goes through this door, opens this door, can she put up her shield?
Oh, absolutely.
She puts up her shield and then slowly opens the door.
All right. Beyond large chamber, as the door continues to open, you see along the far wall, amongst more blood streaks, is another overflowing mail tube. As the door continues, you see more stains and signs of, well, there's no easy way to put it, stalls that are, some are occupied with creatures that still seem to be moving. Some seem to be filled with some form of gook flesh. There are signs that there have been many a thing drugged through this room, in and or out.
You said they seem to be moving, right?
There are 3 things that seem to be moving in respective stalls that aren't instantly recognizable what they are. You can tell there are forms of limb. They seem to be heavily panting or breathing, parts of them undulating with whatever breath or breathing mechanisms they might possess in whatever form they take. An occasional breathy, strained whinny like a horse makes you only guess one option.
Okay.
Okay.
What type of exit options are in that room?
If you crane around, you can see one at the far end, and you can see one almost immediately to your left.
Would it be safe to presume that one to the left connects to the other door?
It would be safe to presume that.
Then let's try to avoid this one.
Okay, so before going in, can Naor just toss like a stone or something into the room just to see if they will follow it or move towards it? Because I don't know.
Oh yeah, test the waters. That's very smart. So, yeah, if you want to just grab like a splinter, a good sizable chunk of wood from the pile in this room, you can.
Yeah, I take that and I toss it into the room.
Do you want to try to toss it over near them or corner?
Near them, like right here.
Okay, so yeah, I don't need you to roll strength for this. So you stand yourself and you just toss a good chunk of wood in the room. It clatters about where you are and kind of skids a little. These beings don't seem to really react to it. They seem to be possibly preoccupied, or you're not sure if they can even sense it. All three of these things seem to be just like someone having breathing complications, just trying their damnedest.
Okay, so I relay this and I say something like, okay, they don't seem to notice when we're, or they don't seem to care,
really
as long as we're
yeah.
quiet. As long as we're quiet and we don't try to fight anything, I think we should be. And I slowly walk into the room to the pile of people.
Yeah, Stonewall will be following behind you.
Nair, as you walk in, you get a little bit of look, and the creature that is farthest in the room almost seems to be melded with the corner, like it's immobile. But they all seem to be in, various forms of distress. Very, hard-labored breathing, choking, coughing sounds on occasion. They're having a hell of a hard time with whatever, just maybe existing.
Mood.
You can see, again, just streaks of blood from things probably being pulled in or out. You can see from the stalls, they are thoroughly coated in blood of things possibly being put in or pulled out on several occasions, it seems like. I assume you're going over and just investigate the mail?
Yep.
Okay. I'll need everyone to take 5 more points of starvation damage. Unless you convince me otherwise. For a moment, everyone still recollects it as they double over. Being freshly healed, they double over, and it's getting annoying. And you can't help but in the back of your mind smell this odor, these pheromones that is the thing that's making you sick. It smells good. It smells delicious. But that in contrast with everything you're experiencing does not sit well with you. For obvious reasons. All right. So are you looking at the mail as well?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm looking at the pile of mail like Niara and I were before.
All right. So I imagine you two are kind of sifting through it together. Okay. So as you guys begin to sift through this, again, you see references from Orig, the King of War, that has a big, lengthy proposal. It's hard to make out, but you pick out some key phrases that seems to be Orig asking Rebus about donating animals for war and war purposes. It's just one letter, but it seems lengthy and you see Danzig, the King of Medicine, again, a few more, asking about checkups and reminders to bring the animals to be tested. You see a few references from Danzig about, I heard one of your recent stock was taking ill. Please bring them in at your discretion. I can check them out. And that, again, seems to go cold. And you see a few more recent on the top of the pile with Danzig that references a lot to do with, it seems more urgently written, that talks about, it goes from illnesses of animals to talking about almost like a word of personal advice, where Danzig writes to Rebus directly that seems to say, I appreciate you're into animal husbandry, but one person can't do this alone. You need a doctor's help. That many birthings by one person with limited medical knowledge isn't the wisest. Please contact I want to help you with these births. These animals don't need to be birthed in such an environment as we all fear you've found yourself in. We're worried about you. And from that, you look around the room and kind of put it together. These three creatures are having very labored breathing and are various forms of grunting and pain. The blood streaks on the floor. This is some sort of husbandry room.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm sick again.
Oh,
Okay, so is everybody else in the room at this point? Just because I don't see everybody in the room, so.
I imagine if Glosson has made enough room, Elena's in here too to try. She's bringing up the rear.
So I go up to the group and I explain everything.
So these things are. And he seems to not be able to finish his sentence.
Elena just kind of stops you and puts a hand on your shoulder. She's about to cover him out. Too. I think we all know.
Oh.
Yeah. Naora puts a comforting hand on Glosson. Then goes up to Willow and says, "Are you okay?"
Willow's just quiet. Hand up to the mouth.
No, nothing about this is okay.
I want to put them. Sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I want to put them out of their misery, but I don't want them to fight back. So I'm just like, I don't want to do anything, but I want to do something. But I'm like, ah.
Do you want to voice that?
Glosson has calming emotions, right?
Hold on. It's a good question. Thank you. I don't know. I should know, but hold on. Magic missile, alter self, mending, shield, web, slate, storm. No, I don't have calm emotions.
Well, I do. Can I just use calming emotions to see if that'll help everybody, even the group? Or if that'll do anything?
You cast it, and it temporarily gives everyone a kind of a lingering sense of calmness, but it's not gonna last long in this place. It helps briefly. Players can interpret it as they will, but I'm sure this is not gonna last too long.
Yeah. So,
do you have calm players?
I actually don't have that one. So.
Glosson, do you reference anything about putting them out of their misery aloud?
He sits there for a moment and ponders it, and then he goes, "Should we, as rough as this sounds, should we kill them? I mean, it sounds much harsher that way, but I mean, they're clearly suffering and they're in pain, and with a room like this, I mean..."
Milena kind of tightens a grip on her mace and kind of hefts it slightly in her hand and looks to you and says, "I would kind of be willing."
I mean, if it'll be quick, easy, if we can make it as painless as possible, I feel like it'd be at least humane.
Well, I got two options. She clicks the button of a quick taser zap of the...
Oh
she
my
says,
god.
"The fire might take a little longer, but it'll probably cleanse everything."
That's what I was saying. I forgot that picture you drew. She has a freaking flamethrower on that thing now, thanks to Iridelis.
Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah. Oh.
You just... I suppose anything but the fire. I mean, it will cleanse, but that's, I think, worse out of all of them.
That's fair.
So which probably perk up, probably hearing this and saying, well, if we're going to do it, make it damn quick.
Yes. And everybody stay back to the other end of the room just in case.
Yeah.
She
That's
says,
smart.
I think I can do this if you want me to.
Everybody's already like backed away.
Seeing no one really stop
Let's see,
her.
no one was on.
Nope, have at
I'm
it.
going to stop you, Milena. Go ahead.
Yeah, Stonewall would nod and allow her to proceed.
She'll kind of walk over, and she's very cautious. She doesn't know, but she's very light-footed, but you can tell she's ready to pounce or jump away if need be. And she walks around. You can see her light up the mace with electricity, and she contemplates this figure and just sees, like, is it going to react? Is it going to jump me or anything? And she stares this thing down for a second. You see her nervous. She takes a deep sigh and she kind of looks to you guys and says, you can kind of go over to the door. I don't know if you want to watch this.
Just looks around the room to the others.
Willow's out the door.
Yeah, immediately dips.
Bye.
Naora will stay.
Yes, Stonewall will stay.
All right. Seeing that you guys aren't really walking away, she kind of, gives you a look, but doesn't say anything. Like, you can. Then nothing. Again, takes a deep sigh and kind of readies herself. She steps up closer. This thing seems to react with her getting closer. The breathing gets heavier, and you see it move in some way. It doesn't really seem mobile, but it almost seems to scooch away from her slightly. Like, you can hear a little bit of a shaky breath for a second before you see this mace come up high above her head, and you guys hear her whisper something. And with a quick down swipe, you see this mace come down, and again that little blasts a few splinters off of the wooden stall, and this thing squeals for about half a second before it just kind of mellows out and kind of deflates. She pulls her mace out of it, a little sticky, gross. You just hear her kind of shudder to herself. She steps over. She ponders this one just filled with gunk and continues. Again, same deal. She says a quick prayer. Splat.
The world's most gross pinata.
And again, a quick prayer and splat.
Daniel, you reminded me of, what's that video game with the joy and the pills, and in that one scene they're hitting a dead rat?
We Happy Few.
Thank you.
She'll pick her mace up and kind of clean it as best she can by slinging whatever grossness on the floor. Just kind of look back like, well, you can tell it's this place is getting to her now.
Thank you. Glosson will step forward a little. I'm sorry, that must have been difficult.
She shakes her head like she tries to play it off, then it kind of turns into a quick little gust of shiver.
Yeah, Stonewall will nod and looking around the room and say, well, it appears that we should find a way out of here.
Naora will go up to Milena, puts a hand on her shoulder, gives it a small squeeze, and says, "Thank you."
She just nods and says, "Can we leave this room?" With her eyes shut.
Yes, we can leave this room. She'll call out, "There's another door. Let's see where it goes."
Willow in the other room.
Waiting.
Absolutely waiting. I don't know that you guys have left me. I'm just...
You're waiting on them to come back out to the door.
Yeah.
Nora, there's no plaque. If you wanted to, you took a peek and it just seemed like there was a very, very long hallway.
Willow Glosson peeks out the door and tells you, we found another door, but heading that way.
Okay.
Stonewall will go. Stonewall will go and peek through that other doorway up there. Like right here, just see where that might lead to.
I think we agreed not to go through that door. Hold on.
No, I got it. As you go to look at it, you see the plaque and you... Yep.
What does it say? You cut off again, darling.
Sorry, it reads horses again.
Okay, yeah, it's like, okay.
Yep.
You reminded me, like, okay, nope, not going that way.
Willow, as you walk back into the room, there is a significant silence as whatever creatures these were have been bludgeoned and are no longer moving.
Alrighty.
You obviously put it together. You see Melena's mace slightly bloodied, and she does not look that good.
Hey, hun, out of complete morbid curiosity, what is this?
This seems to be some sort of pile of viscera.
Oh, only one can imagine. Ugh. Thanks.
You're welcome.
I asked, so thanks.
Yeah, you did.
Am I the only one who has weird, morbid curiosity about this place? Even though I already know what it is?
I was obviously besides from me.
Well, see, I'm a fan of morbid stuff to a degree. I told Will last night I love it when people twist like children's fairy tales and like Disney stuff and makes it totally morbid. I do have a secret enjoyment of that kind of thing.
Well, so do I.
But it's different when you're pretending to be in it.
Yeah, a little bit, huh?
Yeah, well, a lot.
Melena is gonna chime up and get you.
Yeah,
Alright, so I go through the doorway.
yeah. Stonewall would be right behind you.
Neo, you're met with a very long hallway, and at the end there is a plaque on this door as well. Horses.
Crap.
Okay, so we have another door and it also leads back to the horses.
So you've got horses, and horses.
Oh, we forgot to mention the room with the horses.
Do you have any horses?
A horse
No.
is a horse.
Can we stop saying the word horses? Melena just kind of...
Nay, we can't.
So I'd probably perk up in here and just say,
Oh, hold up.
yeah,
hold
I
up
had
one
to
second.
get shot
I'm
out.
sorry. Stonewall, 1 second. I extremely apologize.
That's
Willow,
fine.
do you actually say that line? Nay?
Yes.
Okay. Glosson, Melena nearly jump scares you as her mace rests on your shoulder as she points back at Willow and just gives Willow this death look like, you better not.
Glosson freezes in place and he's trying not to laugh, but at the same time, there's a fucking overpowered mace on his shoulder now.
She'll wait a second and then take it off.
Glosson finally All right, come on, you have to admit, that was very nicely timed.
She just stares at you like, are you kidding?
Sorry. Let's go.
This group isn't filled with enablers.
Enablers.
That one was not intentional.
Do you say that out loud, Glosson?
No, he doesn't. He'll laugh a little more, but he'll keep it to himself.
I'll wait for everybody to catch up.
Yeah. Someone's gonna say probably as he walks, is like, yeah, I had one shot out from under me during the war. Wasn't fun.
Yeah.
Willow, Glosson waits for you to catch up. There we go. Sorry.
So there's only one door and it leads to horses.
Where does it lead?
Horses. The plaque says horses.
It says what? I'm messing with you. I think we all know where we're headed.
Yes, we're gonna go see the sheep.
Yeah. She'll turn back to everybody. Is everybody ready?
No, Melena just shouts out.
So nod and just, that look of, let's just get this done with.
She'll turn, give another sigh, and slowly open up the door.
Cracking the door, you hear, again, similar muffled horse-adjacent sounds. Gurgling, heavy breathing. The chamber is vast. There are piles of hay and dried grass all over. Do you kind of just open the door, slowly step in?
Yeah, slowly.
I mean, making sure there's no immediate danger for you to be able to step in, I assume you kind of work your way in slowly. You see what looks like a makeshift stable and a good handful of these creatures kind of nested in their own little area. They don't really seem to be up and walking about or anything. Again, all in various forms of attempting to stay alive. They don't immediately seem reactive, but there's almost like a sense of there's a presence in the room with you guys entering. From a section in the ceiling, there seems to be another pour that seems to be pooling of water in the floor. And you can see the few doors that you almost went in, and you see one door to the north here. Other options. Every now the unpleasant, garbled whinny that comes from these creatures. Their forms are twisted. They are not recognizable as horses. There's no defining head to these things. These are certainly no longer actual horses if they ever once were.
Nayara will slowly walk in and let everybody file in.
Yeah, it's almost slowly walking in. Go up there.
Melena kind of audibly cringes as she walks in and sees him. Stonewall, as you seem to be the closest to one of them, you can tell it seems aware of your presence, but it's not really doing anything, but you can tell in its breathing like it's aware something's near.
Okay.
They seem to be kind of half resting on these piles of hay, much like you see down on its legs. The one about the middle of the room here seems to be standing on looks like hind legs of sorts, and it's very shaky. It's kind of just standing there, shaking, like it's attempting to either balance or maybe think about moving.
Nayara will slowly make her way to the door.
Yeah, Stone will go from where he is. He'll follow.
You can easily step around these things. There's just, the very disgruntled whinny or adjacent thereof of these things attempting to communicate whatever form amongst themselves or maybe to you. It is unclear. They don't immediately seem hostile, but you're positive it wouldn't really do much to... You don't think it would be a wise idea to just start smashing these things. Think of the... Melina has her weapon down, but she very quickly thinks about walking where Nayara went and thinks secondary of it and slides below the wall. Nayara, the door before you does not have a plaque.
I slowly open it and peek in.
Beyond this room seems to be almost devoid of blood. It seems to be the cleanest so far. You see a few scatterings of piles of bones and what looks like a drain in the floor. At the far end of the chamber, there is some sort of pit in the floor. A few choices of rooms. Guys, take me 5 points of starvation damage from the horse room. As you are in here and this pain hits you of starvation, again, in the back of your mind, this smell seems to be more concentrated, and you realize it's coming from the animals. These things, animals, if they are or were, are emitting this pheromone. As painful it is as it may be for your brain to concentrate on it, they smell delicious. They smell good. It smells, needless to say, almost appetizing. But you shudder to think, of what that implies.
I turn around and I tell everybody what I see in the room.
Melina she doesn't say anything, but she kind of quietly does the hand motion.
And I walk in.
Yep.
As Glosson makes his way around, he will scurry very quickly past the horse creature, trying to keep as far away from them as possible.
Yeah, Melina's right behind you.
Whoop.
I just picture you two, like, one grasping onto the cape of the other, shuffling past like,
Yeah, that's accurate.
Scooby-Doo style.
Yep. I'm just waiting for the day that we have that.
What now?
I'm just waiting for the day that we have a Scooby-Doo chase scene in, like, the hallway with all the doors.
The doors. I'll think about it.
Yeah.
As everyone enters this room, again, take me 5 more points of starvation damage. This room is very bright. The room is clean. You see no form of blood in this room. Several piles of bones, a few drains in the floor, and some opened pit in the far corner. And a couple of doors. Neither of them are labeled.
I will check one of the doors.
Yeah, Stonewall will go check the other one.
Naora, you check this door and you see the beginnings, the slightest hint of a bloodstain. Stonewall, beyond your door, you see a room that instantly gets messier. Dried blood all over the immediate. You see the hints of some form of metal or machinery to your right-hand side.
It's a meat grinder.
You look like this room's probably going to be a mess.
Yeah, immediately we close the door and think, well, we're not going that way. And would obviously relay what he saw in
Mm-hmm.
and voice his concern of that we don't want to go in there.
Milena will ponder around for a second, get about halfway in the room, and really kind of spin around a couple times. And again, address the elephant in the room and kind of say, is it weird that there's like no blood in here? Is that weird?
Mayor will agree, but cannot think of an explanation why. Perhaps has to do with the drip in the room, or what seems.
Still would agree with Naor's assumption because he just would.
All right, that just seems weird to me. I'm sorry, am I being weird?
You've been weird since the beginning. I mean, what?
Did your bird just speak?
Glosson just, I don't hear anything.
I mean,
No,
call.
I imagine the Raven would, unless you want to make that canon, I would imagine the Raven would probably just.
No, the Raven just caws and squawks. It can't talk.
Mhm.
Or can it? I don't know. None of you have explored that route yet.
What's over there? Glosson will stand next to Milena and he'll kind of motion over to the pit. Some sort of giant hole?
Milena will will approach cautiously, but not really. She'll get about this point and then just kind of go, oh.
Oh? Glosson will come forward.
If Milena's not going to tell you, she's just kind of staring at it in contemplation.
Do I have to roll a perception or do I just see it?
You do have to roll me a perception.
Ooh.
You'll get
I
advantage.
also roll.
So say, please get advantage on your, but you will need to roll for this.
Called it. Oh, that's not great. Okay. Hey, I rolled a nat 20 on my second one.
Nice, wonderful.
Nice.
Too bad it was on a perception check, but that's not, that's still cool.
That's still good. All right. The thing you immediately recognize is not the thing you rolled for. The thing you immediately recognize that kind of is that it looks exactly...
You're cutting. You're cutting in and out.
Oh, I apologize. Hello?
There you go. Yeah. You just suddenly there was a. Suddenly you were tripping up and we were getting every other word.
I'm sorry. The thing that you immediately recognize without the roll that Milena probably went to is that it looks exactly like the token. There are these kind of not quite flesh color, but an off-white, these off-white shards that are jutting slightly out of the floor. This seem to make some sort of pit or a hole. It takes a second, but you recognize it. They look like teeth.
I was afraid of that.
Nah.
The thing you rolled for was that you put the cleanliness of the room together with the drains and the bones, and this pit seems to be some sort of disposal.
Oh.
Like this is a garbage room or a drainage room.
I wonder what would happen if you pushed someone down it.
If the raven could speak, God bless.
Malena's gonna be weary not to get too close, but she does want to look a little bit.
Is that
The raven
how
can
the
speak.
bones next to me?
If the raven could speak, it would give horrible advice like that.
I was about to say, I was like,
Otho?
Shatanran 2.0.
Oh my god. Sorry, I meant to ask, is that a pile of bones next to me?
Oh, absolutely.
Can Glosson pick up a bone and toss it into the pit?
Oh, absolutely.
Doop. Yeet.
Click,
Yeah,
clack,
'cause I was
clack, clack, clack. You hear it hit, collide on the sides as it travels down. Clack, clack, clack. Splat.
mm.
Oh.
You just hear nice from Malena. Looking a little.
Well, I suppose it explains that.
1 second.
No, still not in agreement.
By the way, while the DM is deliberating something, I do want to point out that remember, the Raven is a tool that Edgar has given you to use, so it might have uses that he didn't get to explain to you.
Guys,
Yeah?
you hear Malena kind of call you. You look over, she's kind of waving a hand in the direction of you guys, but she's staring at the pit. Let's go. And she starts backing up. Come on. Okay. And you start to hear this cacophony of voices echo from down the pit.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Here we go, people!
No.
Pulling up over this pit, you see
I
a form of ooze begin to worm its way out of the pit.
No! No, I know what that is!
Okay,
No.
people, let's another door, please. Malena's back.
Nero will point to her door. So it leads to a hallway.
Right, we go
Any
through that
door.
door.
No, frick that! I know exactly what that is! Guys, get out of there! Guys, get out of there! You can't fight that!
That, let's go. New York kind of like.
Let's go. Snowball's now like, all right, we
And the
go,
last
we
person
go.
closed the door. Last person closed the door.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Malena's already got her mace on, and she's promptly shut behind her.
Y'all gotta shove your way down the hallway because Malena's still in the room!
No. I don't want to overlap the she's out.
Sorry. Glosson just kind of looks back. Needless to say, we can't go back there.
So let's say Malena's got her hand raised on the door. I guess we found the blood.
Yeah. Does this hallway go any further, or?
Oh yes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
What's up?
I want to ask the DM, is that token exactly that token, or are you intending for that token to be meaning something else?
That token is essentially gibbering mouther.
I thought so, which is why I started to panic. Does anybody else know what that means?
No?
But I don't.
Ah,
Something very unpleasant, obviously.
School them in old school monsters. What do you want to tell them?
Sweet. Okay, so a gibbering mouther is literally a blobbish slime-like creature that will absorb pretty much any organic matter, leaving only the eyes and the mouths that leave nothing but the insane gibbering of whatever the hell it absorbs. So it's literally thousands of completely insane minds all squished into one autonomous blob.
yeah.
Yeah, no.
Nope.
Christ.
Nope.
They are extremely, from what let me pull out my monster manual.
Oh,
Well, you go
I
ahead and
kinda
take them through
looked
the rest of the
at it.
dungeon.
I was gonna say we'll have to save that.
Yeah, I'll save that for the end. For the end, whoever wants to stick around, I'll read you guys the thing from the monster manual. But all I know is that from memory, from stuff that I have set up, I have considered putting those in, and then went, nope, they're gonna die if they fight with one of these, and I held off.
Mm-hmm. All right. 10 o'clock. Just checking in with everybody. Do we need to take another quick break, or are we okay to continue a little more?
If anything, I would just need to check on the kittens, but that would only take 2 seconds.
Can we take a little break, please? After that, please.
Yeah, we can take a 5-minute.
Good.
Moving.
All right, let's take a 5 minutes so that people can collect their lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Would anybody like to hear the actual entry on the Gibbering Mouther?
I actually know about the Gibbering Mouth.
All of the DMs here are like, I know what this is and I hate it.
Actually, please educate me.
Hey.
As a newer DM, I don't know.
Hey, Stonewall.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it or not, I actually considered putting one of those in the campaign, and I'm just like, nope.
Oh God, no, that would not be fun.
Yeah,
No.
it's only a challenge level 2, so technically you guys would be able to fight it, but it's hard to.
A lot of people here have melee weapons.
Yeah. If you don't have like decent magic and can fight it from afar, ooh, you're stuck.
Do you guys remember when you were fighting the sham?
You broke up.
Do you remember
Yeah.
fighting or seeing the shambling?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's like one of those. It just eats whatever it touches.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
One of those.
Yeah, remember when I sent you and Steve to Purgatory?
Yeah, I remember
You were
that.
about to fight one there.
All right. Makes sense.
Congrats for Glosson for triggering that.
Congrats, nothing. It's fucking terrifying.
It wasn't going to come out on its own. That was good.
Sorry, guys.
What do we learn? Don't throw things down wells. Or some
Yeah.
fireballs. Or skulls.
Hey,
What else did we learn? The Raven gives horrible advice.
Throw fireballs down.
Yeah, don't throw fireballs down wells.
If it has teeth, don't
Molotov!
something bad's about to happen.
God,
What
I
if
remember
you
all
threw a
the.
fireball down there?
It would have been
What?
good, I assume.
Yeah, you would have done a decent amount of damage to it, but it also has more hit points than I think you guys have currently. So.
Oh,
It's
wow.
a lot of blood.
Also, for those curious, the actual entry in the monster manual reads: of all the terrors created by foul sorcery, gibbering mouthers are among the most wicked and depraved. This creature is the composite eyes, mouths, and liquefied matter of its former victims. Driven to insanity by the destruction of their bodies and absorption into the mouther, those victims gibber incoherent madness, forced to consume everything they reach.
Ugh. Gross.
Well played, DM. I didn't think we'd see that in this dungeon. I forgot all about that, but I do not put it past you that you put one in. Congratulations.
Yay.
This is what I like about our group. We have like 4 different DMs in the group who all like critique and give each other advice, and we all build off each other. It's like it's such a positive group.
All right, someone might need to check on cats, and I'm going to take a quick second to step away. I'll be right back.
On one hand, I want to go like have a little bit of something in my stomach because my stomach feels a little bit queasy, but on the other hand, it's like I'm going to the tavern later, so I don't want to have food in my stomach. Well, Coco uploaded something.
Pardon my leg, I am wearing shorts.
Hot leg.
Yeah, they're doing fine. They were fussy a little bit because Mama sat on them, but
Mama keeps sitting on them.
she does.
Aw.
She does it unintentionally, and 9 times out of 10 she'll move when they start to yell at her for it, but she does keep sitting on them by accident.
Mom, no.
Oh. Oh.
I'm looking at the
Mama,
little
what?
They're so cute. Hello, baby. Hi. They're looking up like, what? Who's touching me?
He's a cute baby. Oh my god, it's so cute.
Tiny little fuzzy jelly beans. Yeah, you're a good mama, aren't you? She's snuggling one of her kids. It's so freaking adorable.
Oh.
Yeah, we've got 2 of them that are on the bigger side. They're going to be perfectly fine, as far as we know. Right now, my mom at least is going to keep an eye on the littlest one because they'll go to nurse, and then the other 2 will barrel them over because they're bigger than they are. So we might end up bottle feeding them between nursing just to help. But I don't think it'll be necessary. We're still contemplating that. If we have to, then we'll bottle feed them.
How small is the smallest one?
Not as small as Tyson was, thankfully. They're lengthwise as long as the others, but they're just smaller. Like their head is smaller and their stature is just smaller. They're
Okay.
yeah, they're not like terribly skinny or like dwarfish or anything, but they're just a little smaller than the others. Oh god, their meows are so cute.
Oh, I bet. I bet.
Yeah.
You're
I'm a
so
little bummed
cute.
out.
Oh my god, you're so adorable.
They're so freaking cute. I'm a little bummed because none of the kittens really, I mean, this doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, I suppose, but Tyson kind of meowed like his mama did because, I say he, I don't know the gender. They kind of meowed like their mom because their mom is kind of like a chirpy meow, and they had very quiet, chirpy meows. And
Now I want a cat now. Oh my god.
well, if I had a way to get them to you, and if these guys didn't already have forever homes, I'd be like, hey, but we have people
Yeah.
on a waiting list for them even, so.
Oh, wow.
No. And just saying, just looking at them just makes me want a cat now. Like really bad.
A white one.
Yeah.
For no particular
I personally want a tuxedo one. Like,
And Mama's up. Hi, girly. What's up?
Gina and I both have the same dream to own a tuxedo cat named Sebastian.
Yeah.
yes, and it will only be named Sebastian.
Yep, or a black cat named Loki, who's a little shit, but somebody here already has one.
And the name fits him perfectly.
Mhm.
Oh, Mama, quit sitting on your kids! Good lord.
Oh,
All I heard was like a wild skreek from one of these babies. Mama, you can't sit on your kids. That's not how babysitting works.
Precious little baboos. Oh.
She's looking at me like, what? That's not how babysitting works.
She's like, what? You're supposed to sit on them to keep them warm. That's what the bird told me.
And then no. Just no. That's not how any of this works.
Meanwhile, somewhere there's a bird going, hey, sucker.
Why do I? Okay, when you said that, why did I picture like a crow or a raven just doing that and cawing like maniacally, and then the eyes start to glow green?
Heh.
oh, jeez.
Is it bad that you guys have noticed this from like my little sideline dialogue of the bird? I really like pretending birds are assholes. And I'm honest to God thinking of making it canon where the longer you have this raven, you might start hearing this voice in the back of your head giving you advice, and you're not sure whether it's great advice or horrible advice.
Oh, jeez.
It's always going to be one of the two. No in between. It's either going to be great advice or horrible advice.
Why do I suddenly have like this feeling of eco? Like the bird is like it's a bigger version of eco.
Not even Ecole. It's essentially the frickin' raven from Slackworm.
Otho?
Oh my god!
Then again, the raven from Slackworm is just a dick.
Yeah, he is. And he's a crow.
Oh, right, that's true. He's a crow, not a raven.
Close, but not quite.
So D-Rez, did you just get back, or?
No, I've been back. I haven't left.
Oh, okay.
I've just been sitting here in silence, listening to everyone have fun.
Okay.
You know,
I was
lurking.
just debating that because I think it would just add a touch of humor to everything that's going on, and possibly ruin all of you.
Do it.
Oh no!
I'll run it by the DM when he gets back. Also, I have not made a single dice roll this game. It's just been running commentary.
I'm very happy that I got the first roll of the first nat 20 of the game. Woo!
Yee!
Nice. Always good. Always good.
Yeah, I'm not really doing a lot of commentary in this one because of I'm not doing a lot of commentary in this one right now because I was super freaking tired, and to be honest, I've like been napping on and off.
Alrighty, I apologize.
Welcome back.
I may get interrupted by a phone call, so I apologize if I do.
That's fine. By the way, we were debating how fun this would be in later campaigns, or even further down the line of this campaign. What would happen if, like, the longer that Glosson has this ephemeral raven, he'll occasionally hear this little voice in the back of his head that tells him, like, hey, wouldn't it be great if, or what if this happened, or just single sentence lines, and they could either be great advice or horrible advice.
I like it.
Oh boy.
Alrighty, I just had to do some stuff, so I'll probably get interrupted by a call, possibly. So let's get back to this.
Yeah, that's fine. If you get interrupted, just let us know, and we'll cut for a moment.
I'll have to do an impromptu quick break.
That is fine.
Is everyone back and good to go?
Yes.
I'm good to go.
I'm
Getting to
good.
my computer now.
Okay, yeah. Also, I have cookies.
Nice.
I'm not sure
Yeah.
if anybody would want cookies right now because of what we're going through.
Mm-hmm.
Cookie.
Then again, they're my father's cookies, so I do not doubt that some people here would probably stab the person to their left for them.
Share.
Yeah,
Share.
they are
Shake,
very good cookies, though.
Prison shank.
I love how Stonewall, Naora, and Glosson all, like, immediately pulled out knives.
Hold up, I got my prison shiv right here.
Here we go. One sec, guys.
That's fine.
I will fight for the M&M cookies.
Oh my
Don't
god.
test me. Don't test me.
Here's the thing. While all of you are trying to kill each other for the cookies, who's guarding the cookies?
That would be me in the shape of a dragon. I am the Great Gretch. Blah!
Did you just?
All I picture is Stonewall, Glosson, and Naora doing the thing from The Office where they all have, like, handguns pointed at each other and you're screaming.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh
that sounds
my
about
God.
accurate.
Meanwhile, Willow is sitting in the back corner just munching on said cookies.
Just, yep, you got him, guys. Nom 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 nom.
Y'all's characters would, though.
Oh my god.
Hold on, I got my prison shiv. Pulls out an icicle.
Hold on, use Ray, just freeze everybody.
Hey. Just, if Glosson wasn't part of the knife fight, he'd try to stop the knife fight.
He would, yeah.
Oh my god.
What I especially loved was Naora's tactics just then, because she told you to use Ray of Frost and freeze everybody, knowing full well that she is the only person that would be able to get out of it with her fireball.
Fireball.
I'm smart.
Fireball. Anyway.
I want to bring back Basil at some point and have him rock more modern songs while he attempts to bard.
That would be incredible.
At least he knows how to bard, for heaven's sake.
And he's only got 2 levels of bardic ability. Guys, also remember that we are still live.
I know, that's why I left it like that.
Oh my god. Excuse me.
Wait, does Basil use a lute or a lyre?
A lute, because it looks like a little guitar.
Okay. I just couldn't remember.
Yeah, he jacked it off of some other bard. Pretty much all of the tools and weaponry and stuff that you see Basil use, none of it was custom made for him or belonged to him. He just jacked it off of all these other people.
Why do I see Basil just like, oh, this looks interesting? Yoink.
He literally did that. He literally did that. There is a story behind the Cavalier's hat that he wears that doesn't match any of the rest of his attire.
Huh, really?
Oh my god.
Yeah, you guys have seen his token. He has that Cavalier's hat that's like bright blue. While the
Yeah.
rest of his stuff is black or dark blue.
Mhm.
Oh, there's a story behind that hat.
Did he yoink it off of some like
Do you steal from some officer?
like, noble or something?
Stonewall might have a good idea.
Because that's the only way I see this, you know. How, you know.
Oh yeah, it was an officer.
Okay.
From Rongreets, hilariously enough, now that I remember.
Really?
Why
Oh,
am
okay.
I not surprised?
Of course, of
Why
course.
am I
alright.
not surprised?
I'm gonna need to hear this at some point because I'm curious now. Because that falls into Stonewall's backstory, so I'm like, all right. I'm not
While
curious.
we're waiting on the DM, I can tell like an abbreviated version of it. The abbreviated version of it was that Basil went into a tavern and there were some officers from Rongreets that were making the guard look bad because they were literally going around throwing their weight around, being like, "Oh, well, I am a great officer of Rongreets, therefore I can do this and you can show me respect." And Basil
Right.
tried to call out their main guy in a very Deadpool-esque way of like, "Hey." He tried to call them out. It's like, "Oh, you're so great and fancy, then you can buy me a drink, right?" And of course they would. Yeah, they're trying to... Basically, I'm not going to go into full detail, but basically, Basil ticked them off, and when one of them swung at him, he ducked and shifted his foot so that the person fell and decked somebody else,
Oh, okay.
and started an entire bar fight.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, good news, bad news, and all that.
You cut out.
Mhm.
Hello?
We heard good news, bad news, and then you cut.
Good news, bad news, and things have happened, and I can't fix.
I heard can't fix, and then you cut out.
Well,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
Hold up. Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me any better?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you better.
Now we can hear the ends of your sentences.
Well, I tried to do whatever I could do, and I've done what I can. So let's continue.
Okay.
I apologize about that.
That's fine. We got into a little bit of backstory while you were gone. A little bit of backstory about a character that's not here at the moment, but I'll finish telling that later, and y'all can laugh at that and have a little bit of spot of
Yeah.
happiness after all of this craziness.
Yeah, because I'm curious. I wanna know more about this. Because it
Story
might
of
be
how-
the other people in Stonewall's backstory. But anyway.
Oh, I was planning for it.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's continue.
Mhm.
This
All right.
door.
This door is not labeled.
I open said door and peek in.
You see a chamber beyond that is going to be very messy. Immediately before you, in the immediate room, there is metallic knives and blades that seem to be hanging from the ceiling.
You found the butcher's room.
Oh,
They seem to twitch.
the weapons.
The blades seem to twitch.
If you put in what I think you put in, I swear to God.
Ah,
Do you open the door further and get a better look?
yes.
Kind of don't have a choice at this point.
The room opens up. It's very expansive. There are two large drains in the room. The room is caked with dried blood. From the ceilings above the drains, there are large metal jointed arms, some sort of mechanism of articulated arms with blades on them, like some sort of automatic butchering machine. But the blades are randomly twitching and flicking to either side. Not far, but very erratically. You can trace up the arms when they embed into the ceiling. From the ceiling, almost seeping out, seems to be some form of cluster of muscle or tendons that seem to entwine down onto these arms, much like tendrils of a vine. Nerves, if you will, that seem to flint and contract, causing these blades to sporadically kind of move about every now and again. You see a door at the far end and a few things beyond. But you know, if you were to try to get through this, you will have to be very careful and possibly roll me some dex rolls.
And Naora, launch fireball.
Hey, it's not a bad idea.
Really?
Glosson
Well,
would
let me-
freeze them, but in the back.
Let's say, you don't know the extent of what fire may do to things yet.
Well, Glosson
I mean,
would
you could
freeze them,
set it
but
on
he's in the
fire.
back. So, I mean...
Can I
Sorry.
Well,
throw
okay.
a fireball?
You
Can I throw a
can.
fire?
Let me also clarify that these hallways are not one by one. You guys can technically stand side by side. The tokens won't allow for it, but if you guys want to rearrange yourself in the hallway, you certainly can let me know.
Okay.
Nero,
Okay.
you just want to hurl a fireball in here?
Yes, just to see if you. Yeah.
Okay, what are you aiming at? Are you trying to get like a cluster of this?
This.
All right, well, it's going to fail a saving throw because it cannot dodge. I assume you're going to kind of hurl fireball and try and shut the door.
Yes.
Okay, please just roll me your damage.
That would be 8d6 fire damage.
Wonderful. Foosh.
Now there are flaming weapons everywhere. Holy shit!
Raven is alarmed.
Pat, pat. Gentle pets. Scratching their chin.
Fried chicken.
32.
Wonderful. Okay, so you hurl this fireball and quickly shut the door with your other hand. You hear it erupt and ignite on the other side. You hear this just the crackling of flames on the other side. And then you hear almost like a quick down spot of pattering of rain.
Shit! He put in a system.
You hear the fire die down as you open the door to peek. You can see you've certainly singed everything in this immediate area, and the weapons in question are charred. This growth of some sort of fleshy mass around it is certainly charred, and it does not seem to be twitching anymore. But from that portion of the ceiling, there seems to be now pores slightly dripping this water, like a makeshift sprinkler system.
Of course, okay.
Of course. Oh,
But these weapons are no longer twitching.
Oh, you gave me a very bad mental image, and I'm sitting here like, trypophobia.
okay, so she turns around. Good news, it's not twitching. Bad news, now it's kind of raining water.
The system got heartburn and it took an antacid. Awesome.
Not too inaccurate.
Consume Prilosec!
Consume Prilosec. Long live the cable guy.
We can walk around and try to get to the other side of the room, or do you want me to like torch the other one as well?
I was gonna ask, can I use Cloud of Daggers on that other one over there?
You're not sure if your cloud can be fixated to get, to really get this cluster that's in the ceiling.
Are we going to attempt to recreate the cloud of Oh God again?
No.
I mean, can I use spiritual weapon on it?
To really get this nerve cluster in there.
Naora, Glosson will step up next to you. I can try freezing.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's try that. She'll step aside.
DM, if I may.
Oh, absolutely.
Cool. I was gonna say, because Gloss is just gonna kind of volunteer himself here and see if this does anything.
What's your range for the spell?
Let's see. Depends on which one I use. Hold on, let me
Put you there.
Message, travel, fireball, light, lightning bolt, light hand, no, not any of these. Where is my free spell?
I'm just gonna hunker down and see what happens.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Ray of Frost. I'd use Sleet Storm, but I don't think it's gonna help anybody.
What's
Ray
your
of
range?
Frost.
Go ahead.
Sorry, it's 60 feet.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
Cool beans. Can I hit them both in... Yeah, can I hit them both in tandem just so I can make sure that one's frozen dead and the other one gets frozen as well?
I need more of a singular target. You think if you aim for the secondary one, you might get some after effects on the nearest?
Okay.
But you can't
that'll...
get both of them.
That's okay. I'll just go for the back one then and see if it has any effect.
You will be able to reach it by range, but these weapons are still kind of inactive, hanging down. So you really need to tell me you're awkwardly positioning yourself to shoot between weapons, or just step to the side to avoid hitting this nearest one by accident.
Do you need me to be inside the room in order to step to the side?
Yes.
And you said, is it... Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I have a mental image here.
Oh, yeah.
The weapons are above me, or they're...
They're hanging from the ceiling, maybe about a foot from the ground in various lengths, but they're no longer twitching. They seem to be inert.
Cool, can I use shield on myself as I step into this room? Just in case?
Yes, you can.
Okay, Gloss is gonna put on shield and step into the room just in case any of those weapons decide to fall from the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
Yeah,
Someone give me a Pokemon using a
since
freezing spell.
Since it's a ray, you actually need, I think you need clear line of sight.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it.
Mm-hmm. It's going to fail the saving throw because it cannot dodge.
Thank you. Cha!
So just
Ka-chow.
roll me your damage.
When I reach 5th level. So it's
1d8 cold damage. Spells damage increases. Okay, so it's 2d8s of damage.
Nice.
Where's my d8? Uh-oh. Where's my...
Oh. Oh no, are we missing dice?
Are we
Hello?
still here?
What's
Hello?
going on?
I'm an idiot. I have myself muted.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't
Y'all
know how I did
got
that.
us real worried.
My bad. I don't know if I did that on purpose or an accident. My bad. I rolled a 8 and a 6.
All right. So you managed to freeze this thing, no problem. And I assume you aim for the cluster, and it's pretty much frozen in place. The weapons themselves aren't exactly frozen. They're chilled, but it's, for the most part right now, sufficiently frozen in place they're not moving.
Cool.
He.
All right. I think I got the other one. He calls kind of back into the hall.
Excuse me.
What?
What was that?
My phone decided to open up Facebook for some reason.
It sounded like it said okay, though, which was kind of funny.
I think it was a video of a child, and I think it said okay.
We're having a lot of very weird coincidental moments today. I'm not sure if I like it.
Yeah, you think you'll be able to maneuver this room without rolling deck saves.
Huzzah!
Yay!
Explore.
Let's go!
Let's go. Oh no, I fell down the hill.
Let's go! Oh shit!
Oh shit, that's a gibbering mouth. I'm gonna get eaten alive.
No.
You tempt me. Don't tempt me. I'll make a character that's like Mario. Don't tempt me. I'll do it.
Oh yeah, by the way, 5 points of damage.
Damn it.
Oh no.
Oh no, I take a 5 points of damage.
It's a new room.
I'm at 45 damage, or hit points. Okay.
Hey, wait, Glosson, what did you say?
I'm at 45 hit points.
Alright, quickly while everybody files into the room, can I use heal again to heal us up?
If you want to.
Okay, I top everybody out. I use heal.
Thanks, Mercy.
No problem.
What are you using to heal, by the way? Do you have like a mass healing word? Is it area of effect?
No, it's an area of effect. It's heal. I touch people and I heal them.
Okay, area of effect, that's fine. So say I'm like, if it's individual, you're burning a lot of healing spells. Alright. Okay, so you do exactly that.
Alright, I'm assuming Glosson's now leading. Let's just...
Oh, I can leave. But if you want to.
It's okay. I just noticed that I was kind of in front of everybody. I'm like, oh, oops. God, I hate all this freaking sound effects, man.
I go to the door. And
Oh, I see. Oh, sorry.
There's more machinery and discarded, looks like more discarded animal skins over in the corner of the room. Stonewall, you can see there's the overflowing mail tube, and there's one of those sentient little blobs of blood that is attempting to gnaw on one of the letters. It's like a slug
Don't
rolling
get
over a
me-
piece of paper.
Ew.
Oh, okay. Can I investigate the pile of papers? See if there's
Absolutely.
anything else we can try to figure out?
Nothing necessarily new. You see it a lot from Talil, the king of food and culinary, that talks again a lot about order forms of meats, and much like before, it just quickly declines into complaints and rotten food and spoiled goods.
Ah, okay. So pretty much the same sort of things that
It seems like it.
we had seen. Okay. Okay. That's all I was curious about.
Question.
Answer.
Daily double.
So, animal skin over here. Is it still an animal I would recognize?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you see horses, goats, sheep skins, cow leather, even some recognized as stags, but they're all in various stages of fresh and not fresh, just kind of piled in the corner.
Ugh. I was going to ask if any of those were clean, but
No, they haven't. Looks like this is the dirty laundry pile before they get cleaned.
lovely. Because I'm sitting here thinking if I can find any clean skins, I could sell those and make money from them. Anyway,
You remember there was a room a while ago that had cleaner skins, but they weren't the cleanest.
figured not pick up anything dirty if I can help it. Wow, that makes Glosson sound really prissy. Anyway.
No, everything in here is pretty dirty.
Can
Don't
I
use
ask
my
a
hand.
question?
Yes, you can.
What dis?
Dat is a sentient little bubble of blood that is attempting to eat a letter.
Okay then.
We've seen a few of them before. It's like a blood
That's a-
slug.
Yeah, that's a blood slug. A blug,
Ew.
if you will.
Ew.
Blub.
Sorry, I think I managed to space out right as you explained what that was.
It's just a little sentient bubble of blood, literally.
Okay, after reading the letters, I want to go to this door. Does it have a plaque?
No plaque.
Okay. Can I open and peek?
Absolutely. You are met with a hallway with a door to your right and a hallway to the left. The casual blood stain.
Casual. I guess in this place it is casual, isn't it?
Yes.
Alright, I
Sure,
go
normal,
back and I tell everybody there's a hallway here, and to the right there's a door, and then just hallway on the left. That seems to bend. I go through the door to the hallway and let everybody in.
Yeah, Stumble would, again, be right behind you. Act as backup.
Feeling a little better, Elena will take her place at the rear this time.
So, do we want to go through the hallway or I actually look, is there a plaque on this door?
There's no plaque.
I would say, I guess, no pipe up and just say, I guess as we've been operating so far, check to see what's possibly on the other side.
Okay, so I open the door and peek.
You were met with a fairly cleanish room. You don't see immediate signs of blood. It looks like it's a chamber, of course, but you get a particular odor this time. It's not the most pleasant. You can't quite place it, but it smells a little sickly sour.
Naora will close the door and turn around and says, "There is a very foul odor behind this door."
It doesn't smell like decay. It doesn't smell like rotting or mold. It's familiar. You can't quite place it, but it's not a pleasant smell.
Like spoiled milk.
Closer, but not quite. Not quite rotting eggs. It's not that prominent, but it's not a good smell.
Is it confunk?
It probably, in all actuality, it's probably better than confunk. Probably much more pleasant than confunk.
Hey, sorry. I got interrupted real quick. Could you repeat the last? I got cut off. Could you repeat that last part? Sorry.
It's just an unpleasant odor. It's familiar, but it's not easily placeable yet.
Okay.
I'll say Melena's in the hallway at this point, and she'll kind of just ask if, do you want me to jog down and check the hallway?
If
you could.
Yeah. Be most agreeable.
She'll get to here and just make sure, you guys are in eye shot. You see her peek around the corner, take a second, and then she'll come jogging back and tell you there's a door that says pigs. Sorry, sheep.
Okay, so we have two options. Go through the door with the sheep, or the door with the foul smell.
Well, sheep are herbivores, but after being in here for so long, honestly, I feel like the dice would be changed.
I think, if we cover our I believe our best bet would be to go through the door with the bad smell.
Well, I mean, you guys do have, the silk things, because I remember Glosson ripped up silk and handed each one of you a piece to help with the pheromone smell, because he has a cloth over his own face, too.
I imagine some sort of a rag over their face at this point.
Yeah, Snowball would have had something, obviously. Probably would have gave him face.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he
Or on
grabbed
the
the
interior
silk
of
sheet
his
from,
helmet.
yeah. Because he grabbed the silk from the last, king's dungeon and held onto it.
So through the door with the foul smell.
Yeah, Stone would not say it's as good as a choice as any. Rather not say any more of these creatures, but I guess that's, just, holding out, that, we'll probably see something. Until we get out of here.
So Nero opens the door and walks in slowly.
Yeah, Stone will go behind.
You're met with a fairly empty chamber, save for it seems to be several pores seem to be seeping with a greenish, nasty fluid.
Oh, confunk. Okay.
Okay.
There's a spillage of mail off to the left. Let me tell you, this here is on the ceiling. And there are two predominant pores that are leaking this viscous fluid onto the floor.
So don't fucking touch it, but...
making sure not to touch it, she goes to the mail. She starts to read it.
I'll gladly tell you what it says as you take 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Stone will also, they've been doing, does the same thing.
You see another missive from Orig, the King of War, again asking this very detailed letter, asking a proposal of donation of animals for war. Another letter or two from Danzig of Medicine asking about general checkups and reminders. Amongst them, you see one differently colored letter that seems to be addressed from Carolyn. It seems to be very generic, and it's asking for help with moving a library.
Oh.
Been there, done that.
You see a couple of newly colored letters that seems to be signed by Gondal, the king of nature, that seems to be asking or referring to trades of deliveries of food for plants, or needing plants, or asking if plants are needed for feedings. And you see about 3 or 4 of those, and that quickly stops with one of those addressed from Gondal that says, I'm sorry to inform you, we will be stopping all trade from here forth.
Is that the end of the letter?
That seems to be the brunt of it.
Okay, so she explains the letters again to everybody, especially the one about Carolyn. And walking around, she sees the door. Or, yeah.
Mm-hmm. There is no plaque.
Making sure not to touch anything. She opens and peeks.
Hallway. If anyone wants to roll me perception on this gunk in here, you certainly can if you care.
I'd rather not.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
just
do.
giving you the option.
I'll roll
Can I just
perception.
roll just out of curiosity?
Yes, you may.
Okay, give me a sec. 17?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 18.
If you don't want to know what it is, plug your ears now. You guys think it's straight up, this is mucus.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so we're in the
Yeah, I thought
nose.
so.
Okay.
Thought so.
Well, it's good to be in the know.
The
Ha!
more you know.
Does Glosson say that out loud?
Seriously considering it, but I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Good.
Why Milena doesn't sound desirable today.
Milena does not like...
If you had said that aloud, even the Raven would have tweaked your ear.
Hey.
Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Alright, so I go through the door.
Mhm. The first door you come across, it has a plaque on it that reads cows.
Okay, walking past, going through the way.
Yeah, you jog around the side. Again, you're met with another door, cows.
Okay, so we're going into a room of cows. Cows. She'll walk back to the others and say the other door also has the word cows.
Can I just mention something real quick?
Yep.
My sister just brought me food, and it's eggs and sausage, and I'm sitting here thinking, I wonder if the smell of the sausage is what we would smell. Like, how you describe it
pheromone
as...
smells desirable. You can't place what it smells like, but it smells appetizing. It smells like mouth-watering.
Cool, now eat the sausage.
Oh,
yeah.
my lord.
I'm sitting here like... Oh! God damn it, okay. Jokes, anyway.
I'm just grinning like the crow from freaking Slack, where I'm like,
Anyway, please continue.
So, yeah, I guess our only choice is to go into the room of cows.
We have no other options.
Unless we double back to sheep.
Yeah, unless...
He's ripping the metaphorical band-aid off.
So, yeah, going through the room of cows,
Yeah,
I'm guessing.
going to the room of cows.
The door is open slowly, and a vast chamber beyond. is immediately filled of hay and dried grass, much like the room with the horses.
Mhm.
The room is soggy. There are plenty of pools of water dripping from the pore system. But more immediately, there are 2, 4, 6, 8. There's at least 10. Excuse my phrasing, but there are 10 spires of twisted flesh that are halted to the ground and the ceiling. They are non-moving, but they seem to be undulating of some kind. The tubules that anchor them to the ground and the ceiling seem to gently flex every now and again like a siphon.
Ew.
Indeed.
Okay then.
Okay.
They are all immobile and fixed to the floor.
Slowly makes way around everything.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
5 more points.
Okay.
Pain
Alright.
hits your stomachs again.
Do I see a door anywhere?
You do see a door to the far wall, the far corner. But before you continue, I want everyone else to tell me if they've caught up or if they've moved. Hold on, Naor, I'm going to have to stop you there. Right there.
Sorry, I'm coming.
Glosson, are you filtering in like I expect?
Yeah, I'm coming in with everybody else. I'm just eating. Sorry.
Okay, I want to make sure I know where everyone's at.
Yeah, I'm eating somehow, and I'm multitasking.
All right. Naor, you see only one other entrance or exit, save for the one that you believe connects to the hallway you just saw. One door, one option, and again, much like before. From the opposing doorway breaks in, and you see a familiar face come charging into the room.
Oh no. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Hide mechanic, engage.
Huh.
You can attempt to hide.
Can I use invisibility?
Awesome.
Glosson just noped right out of there.
Dips. It's like,
I mean, hey, if you want to do that, I imagine probably as soon as Glosson walked in the door, on the opposite side, the door, smashes off the hinges, kind of, and enters very abruptly. Did the 3 who's in the room want to attempt to seek cover before they are spotted?
Yes, I use invisibility.
Oh,
Make
snap.
myself
Okay.
invisible.
Nora? Okay.
Yeah, why not? I'll kind of duck behind.
All right. You are currently invisible. Stonewall, you were just trying to seek cover behind one of these, quote, cows?
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
And I'm
What
hiding
are you
in the
tr-
doorway.
So are you trying to get out the door? Or are you in the doorway? Because I think Glosson backed out with Milena.
Yeah, in the doorway.
I was going to say, Milena was behind you, Glosson, so you just kind of backed up, and Milena's like, what? You just heard an explosion, and you're like, nope.
Literally, it's like that gif of Bart and his grandpa, and his grandpa walks in, sees it, and walks right back out.
Yeah.
That was literally Glosson.
Okay. I'm going to need... Oh, boy. Naora, I will need you to roll me a stealth check with advantage, because you are...
Okay.
Hold on. I would give you advantage because you were invisible, but Rebus heavily relies on smell as well, so I'm gonna have to make that just a regular stealth check. Stonewall, I will have to ask you to roll one with disadvantage.
Okay.
Willow, I will you
I
one
rolled
with...
20.
Wonderful. Okay. Willow, you will have to get one for advantage that you are clear across the room. Sorry, you will get one advantage. I apologize.
I got 17 and 10.
Was that a nat 1?
Yes.
I'll come back to you. Hold up.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I apologize. Give me 1 sec.
Next time on Diet D&D.
Started off with that one.
So, how's everybody liking it so far?
I'm not.
Sorry, y'all.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, y'all. I pieced the fuck out. I'm like, nope.
Who else is just like, nope.
Take me with you.
Not dealing with this. I almost had a moment of. Remember the campaign, your campaign? I almost had a moment of, do I want to do that?
Right?
Do I want to do that? Do I want to bring out that side of Stonewall? Do I really want to do that?
Oh. But it was so much fun.
I know, it's like, but the thing is, this thing would only would scream at him with ungarbled stuff, not would respond to him with words.
True.
It's better with words because it makes it more entertaining.
True.
Oh, I was like, I could do that, but no.
I'm fascinated and concerned.
No, in my campaign, I technically brought out a side of Stonewall that's now more prevalent, apparently.
yeah, it's like, oh, this side can bring out his chaotic side.
Stonewall has a chaotic side? Excuse me?
Yeah, chaotic.
Yeah, because Stonewall's a chaotic neutral.
Whoa, wait. What?
Yeah, that's his alignment.
He seems like a lawful good type.
Same. That's what I thought.
No, he's actually a chaotic
That is
neutral.
fascinating.
He's very trigger happy.
Yeah, when he gets pissed off, yeah, he's pissed off.
He gets very trigger happy when he's pissed off.
Yeah.
And it's actually very
I
entertaining.
supremely apologize.
No problem.
Something just semi got rectified, but yeah. Back to tense moments.
Indeed.
Technically, you're not in initiative, but Stonewall, you got a
17 for the first roll and a 10 for the second one.
Alrighty, so that would be a 10. Okay, so Stonewall, you think you're visually hidden, but you have a strong inkling that you're probably going to be found.
Yeah, you would assume that.
Okay, Naora, you have a nat 20. You are blind to figure for right this second.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, we having more technical issues?
No.
Oh.
I think Coco's tablet just died. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
No.
Gasp.
Technical difficulties.
That's how we roll.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Not the most opportune moment, but you know, it happens.
Okay. Okay, no worries. So, for the time being, Naora, you are virtually invisible. You have a good little window of time. Willow, I will let you be creative. What do you do that accidentally gives you away?
I tried to back through the door and the door's closed. So I ran headfirst
Okay.
into the door.
Oh boy.
And just
Okay.
yell, fuck!
I like it.
Mm.
Naora, you see Rebus just snap tension over there and immediately start worming his way in that direction. Stonewall, you see this figure quickly start climbing around cows, like pillars, like worming through trees. You think this is going to pass you on this side. I assume you're going to attempt to try and maneuver around it, away from it.
Yeah, that would be the smart option.
Okay, fair.
So I would,
Okay, it's gonna come flying by. I just need you to roll again just roll me a dex check.
all right. 17.
Okay, perfect. So it's not trying to look for you, but you managed to duck kind of right out of the way as this thing comes squirming past.
That works.
Okay, hold on. If I move very slowly, will it break my invisibility?
Not unless they were trying to see you specifically. You think you're good right now. Focused on. Are we back?
Hello?
We didn't hear if you tried to say something.
Damn it!
No.
Sorry.
There you go.
Oh, hey, Coco.
Hi. Sorry.
It's okay.
All good. All good.
We're all having technical difficulties.
Difficulties.
Yes. All right. Well, at this point, I would normally ask Willow to roll me. And if you guys are also going to engage, you can as well.
All right, fine.
Willow, please roll me initiative if you will.
All right, I will do my best. That's not my best. That's
pretty good.
average.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
Stonewall and Naor, if you want to get involved,
Yeah, I rolled a 10.
Yeah, I want to get involved,
okay.
actually.
Willow,
I rolled a 19.
wonderful.
I
Nice.
use Flame Strike.
All right, one. Okay.
Okay, so the creature has to make a dexterity saving throw, and on a failed save, you take 4d6 and 46 fire damage and 46 radiant damage, or half of
Wow.
that on a successful save.
Okay,
Nice.
wonderful. Okay, so Willow, this thing rears around the corner, crawling on all fours. Its crusty form, gets right. It sees you in the damn doorway and just stands up on its hind legs and what do you do? How do you do as a minor action?
What do I do as a minor action? Draw my dagger.
Okay, fair. All right. What do I need to try and beat Naora?
A 16.
I rolled a nat 2. It fails.
Okay, you take 46 fire damage and 46 radiant damage.
Wow, roll it.
Six.
Oh, this could be bad.
15. 15 for both.
So 15 and 15?
Yes, 30.
Wowzers, good job.
Nice.
Okay. Ooh, I'm assuming this is a sword?
No, it's a column of divine fire that
Ah,
comes down.
ignition. Wait, I forget. Willow, you have that flaming magic. Why do I always forget that?
Because I don't use it very often.
That's true. So this pillar of just fire just completely sets Rebus ablaze. He catches on fire and shrieks from it. Rebus does not like fire. Rebus does not know where this came from or how. Panics. Rebus will use their turn to flee. Willow, it's technically your turn.
Okay. Do I see that he panics with fire?
Excuse me?
Do I see that he panics with fire?
Oh, he's trying to, he's swatting. He's trying to, he's panicking. He's on fire.
I would also like to use
Absolutely.
ignite or pillar of fire.
Ooh, wonderful. Okay. He's going to automatically fail. Are you getting from the floor, I assume?
Yep.
Okay, just roll me damage.
And what was damage again?
Oh, shucks, don't ask me that. I don't remember.
Pop quiz the DM. Haha.
It was a custom spell.
Yes, it was. Only reason I ask is because I don't have my notebook available to me.
I think it was like 2d6, 3d6.
I want to say it was 2d6 normal, 3d6 if he was already on fire.
Okay, so then 3d6. Nice. Nice.
Eh.
Respectable. Okay.
So 11.
So adding on to this, just this secondary pillar of fire just gouts up, and more inflamed, Rebus panics hard and is wildly stirred at seemingly nothing, just in a panic. In their panic, swipes at a few of these anchors, and this cow, topples over and squishily splats to the side like a felling tree. Stonewall.
All right, seeing this, cloud of daggers.
Oh shit! What's the range?
Range.
Or
I'm gonna
what's
get
the
it right
AoE?
over. AoE. I think. Is it 30? No, it's like 60 feet or something. It has a wide range.
Gonna get everyone in this room.
Oh no, I think I can. Well, I remember I was focusing it on him. Was it
Yes,
30?
but that's still gonna be like 60 feet from.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, Stonewall, unless you are catching him in the very, very edge of the cloud of daggers,
Okay.
then,
If it's 60 feet, I mean, you'd have to center it in a corner, but it would still get you guys.
I'm about to be skewered.
No.
yeah,
no,
unless y'all got iron umbrellas that I don't know about.
Yeah.
I misjudged that.
So you
30.
consider it, but you think this is very tight space to do this.
Yeah, it's 30. It's more like 30, but I'd still tell people to back the hell up.
You'd still be catching people, but agreed.
Yeah, you can't get people to move.
I'd tell people to, if they could back up. So I kind of shout this.
You guys can back away as much as you want. You're still going to need
Back
roll
away
to
as
save.
far as they can. Try to go back to the doorway.
Alrighty.
Basically, it's just
All
a roll for damage.
Is it a save?
No, just straight up damage.
Okay, so then all 4 of you, including Rebus, will take damage.
Does that work?
Okay.
Like I said, people are able to back up.
Let's see.
Let's say back up. You want me to go through with this?
I've taken my
Stonewall,
turn, unless I can just back out through the doorway.
Either that or I could always, like, move to some corner and get him from, get him where he's in the corner where everyone's out of the blast radius.
So no matter what way you look at it, Stonewall, I think at least Willow can't move right now. Willow's going to get caught in it. Unless you try to center it in this corner, but then you and Naor are going to get hit by it.
Alright, to avoid friendly fire, maybe I'll just swing at it with my sword. Maybe that'll be easier. Because I'd rather not endanger comrades in a battle, so I think I'll just swing at it. He's already in pain, so...
Okay, you're going to get advantage on your attack roll. Absolutely. He's on fire.
Yeah, we'll just
By the
do
way-
that.
By the way, time check, it is 11:20.
Gotcha.
We have enough time to wrap up this one round.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah, I'll
dang. Okay.
just swing at him.
That is why I did the time check.
Okay, so go for it. Attack with advantage, please. Stonewall.
Hold on, I'm dealing with something.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Something happened all of a sudden. This has never happened with Stonewall before, so it's got to be serious.
Okay, that's fine. No, it was just something for emissions test with my car.
Oh yeah, it's that time of year.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Okay, roll me your attack roll. You get advantage.
Alright, 16, and I'm using my sword, so that is a modifier for my sword. I think it's +5. Look. I think, yeah, +5 since I'm using slashing.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be 21.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
So you get some meat this time. You carve right into this thing. Rebus flails and throws you off. Attempting to put himself out. He's still on fire, but will take his turn to flee. Naora, if you have a ranged weapon, you get attack of opportunity against Rebus as Rebus flees back through the door they came in.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my crossbow.
Okay, you will have advantage.
So 17.
Okay, and damage.
Okay, so 1d8 plus 3 piercing damage.
Mhm.
That's 9.
All right, wonderful. You added bolt right to his butt. You hear Rebus just stomping, running, clattering down the hallway as the room goes back to quiet. Meanwhile, in the hallway, Melena's holding Glosson like, what are we waiting for? Shouldn't we help them?
Oh boy. It's settling into myself that this is Glosson's biggest problem right now, or at least one of his biggest problems is his cowardice. So I'm sitting here like, ooh.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, because Ardwin's not here to basically pick him up by the britches and throw him in anymore.
Uh-huh.
That would be a good spot to stop.
Absolutely.
That works.
Ending with Bolt Butt and Shaky Neat Glosson.
Hmm.
Bitch baby Glosson.
Well then, until next time, everybody.
Indeed.
This has been D-Res of Renegame Studios here with Diet D&D.